place, and he just continues to, him and his staff continue to do an amazing job. So, I mean, they have some guys on offense that scare you. Their best football player in the program is going to touch that ball 100% of the time tonight, and we got to stop their running game, and we got to make them throw the football. And then defensively, I think they play extremely hard, and Coach Tucker's a defensive guy, so they got his he's got his DNA all over that defense and the way they play. And number 22, their safety, is a cousin of number 8. He's their best football player in defense, and he's played a lot of football games. Both those kids have.
But knowing that most of their eggs are in Chase Washington's basket, does that make him kind of a setting target for you and your defense?
I mean, obviously, it's when you have a quarterback that can really is a dynamic runner and a passer, obviously that scares you. He's put enough stuff on film where he can't throw the ball and keep you honest. So it's not just tee off and load the box up, because if you do that, he can hurt you in the passing game with some certain things. So we just got to be really dialed in to keeping him in the pocket and not letting him extend plays in the pass game. I think that's crucial tonight.
Blonde hair, black pants. What do you tell your kids as you get set here on the eve of the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, the black pants. We're on the truck with my 2 coordinators on the way over here. I don't think there's not a better look and not a better looking uniform than black pants and a green top or white top. And so it's really cool to see our kids in that. And you definitely tell it's playoff season around our field house.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Chuck.
It's Riley Dodge, head coach of the Carroll Dragons. The pregame visit brought to you by First Financial Bank. Smart choices, better banking with the First Bank in Southlake at Whitechapel and Southlake Boulevard. Also in Trophy Club, Keller, Grapevine, and 78 locations across the great state of Texas. A timeout here. More to get you ready for this when you're listening to the Feed Store Barbecue Countdown to Kickoff, a playoff edition. The Dragons and the Haltom Buffaloes. More after this from Park Place Dealerships.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please stand and face our nation's flag, flying proudly above the west end zone, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, as performed tonight by the Dragon Band, with signing at midfield by Izzy Brundage.
Economic Development and Tourism, Mills Wealth Advisors, Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery, Dr. Sandra Armstrong and Dr. Amy Watts at Giggles and Grins, Dr. Angela Bowers at Southlake Dermatology, The Baker Firm, Fidelity Title in Southlake, and by Texas Gun Experience, Ryan Skelly at DragonMortgages.com, Christian Brothers Automotive, Grapevine Southlake, and Donnie Anderson Family Construction. Participating sponsors of Dragon Football include Kincaid's Hamburgers, Dr. Mark Greenberg at All Star Orthopedics, Southlake Jewelers, Panider Ford and Associates, Patriot Mobile, and Cutting Edge Christmas Lighting. Now, It's time for kickoff on Carroll Dragons football.
Playoff football 2020 on the air from Dragon Stadium in Southlake as we welcome you to the Class 6A Division I bi-district round matchup between the Carroll Dragons and the Haltom Buffaloes. Hi, everybody. Chuck Kelly, Justin Padron, Travis Smith on the sidelines, and the rest of the Metro Sports crew. Welcoming you to the stadium where we are moments away from getting this one started. The Dragons about to make the opening kickoff from the Haltom Buffaloes as we get ready for that trek. Hopefully, the Dragons state championship. Let's meet the officials for tonight's game. They are out of the Fort Worth chapter.
Bill Theodore, referee, Dallas.
Mike Martin, umpire, Carrollton.
Thomas Bean, headlinesman, Louisville.
Thomas Bennett, line judge, Fort Worth.
Bradley Vick, field judge, Trophy Club.
TJ Ellison, side judge, Fort Worth.
Kevin Yarbrough, back judge, Fort Worth.
Dragons won the toss. They elected to receive. They'll be moving from left to right. That is east to west here at Dragon Stadium. We'll get you those Berkey's game time weather conditions here in just a moment. It is a cool, kind of damp feeling on a December night. 2 weeks from Christmas is when we open the season as Hunter Villavicencio ready to kick this one off for the Haltom Buffaloes and the Dragons of the two deep men, Josh Spaeth and Landon Sampson, and we are underway as the kick is going to come down to the goal line, taken there actually by C.K. Williams. Back up the numbers to the 10, 15, 20, out to the 25, and he gets to the 27-yard line, and that's where the Dragons will start as the tackle is made by Jay Smith. Time for the Berkey's game time weather conditions. Remember, Berkey's has an amazing offer to keep your home warm all winter. Get up to $1,500 buyback of your old system toward the purchase of a new Lennox HVAC system. Installation, warranty, system removal, all included. Well, here at the stadium, again, it is a bit of a cool night, as we'll get to that momentarily as the Dragons get right to the line of scrimmage. 55 degrees, we can tell you that as we get it started. It's on 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Hunter Holden, the quarterback, takes the snap, hands it. Owen Allen, big room, outside right, gets to the 30, 35, 40, skips over a defender to the 50, gets to the 40 in Haltom territory, and he's all the way down to the 35 before he's brought down by Jesse McGee. It's a gain of 38 yards on a first down running play.
Great start there. Owen Allen gets the handoff, gets to the right side of the field, breaks through the line of scrimmage. Offensive line gets a good push and a big run there for Owen to start the game.
1st and 10 from the 34, handed off Allen again up the middle. Big running room, gets inside the 25, all the way down to the 22-yard line. A 13-yard burst before Johnny Smith Ryder makes the tackle. Again, that's the first down just a moment ago. Brought to you by First Financial Bank. Smart choices, better banking with First Financial Bank. Third offensive play of the game, Hunter Holden, the quarterback, fake the handoff, and he'll keep it around the left side and gets down to the 17-yard line, a gain of 5 before Bryson Hicks makes the tackle. Again, those finishing out the weather conditions, we told you 55 degrees, the wind out of the north-northwest at about 10 to 15 miles an hour, the humidity 62%, so it feels a little bit chillier than it really is here. No chance of rain this evening. It did rain a lot this morning as a 2nd down and 4 pass, slung incomplete over on the left sideline, intended for Landon Sampson, and it will be a 3rd down coming. For the Dragons, the quarterback, Hunter Holden, the senior, has thrown for 756 yards and 12 touchdowns on the year. He's been picked off 4 times. Owen Allen, the sophomore in the backfield. Landon Sampson, Will Hosey, R.J. Maryland, and Brady Boyd, the receivers. The offensive line, Joey Baker, Walker Anderson, Dylan Anderson, Caden Nawalny, and Peyton Knezik from left to right. On 3rd down at about 5 from the 16. Handoff, Allen bounces outside right. Has the corner to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown Dragons. Officially a 17-yard run for Owen Allen. Touchdown number 19 on the year for the sophomore. And the Dragons strike early and lead it 6-0.
3rd and medium there and give the ball to Mr. Consistent. Owen Allen gets to the outside and great job blocking there on the outside. Receivers, Brady Boyd, a couple others out there with him. Offensive line getting a good push. Owen started to go in, broke it out, and beat everybody to the pylon.
Extra point brought to you by the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass Real Estate. Joe McFadden has missed only one all year, and he bangs this one through. And the point after gives the Dragons an early 7-point lead. 10:46 to opening quarter. Carroll 7, Haltom nothing. Dragon football driven by Park Place Dealerships continues in a moment.
KWRD-FM, Highland Village. KLTY HD3, Arlington, Dallas, Fort Worth. Tune in, iHeart, or radio.com. This is The Word, 100.7 FM.
Christian Brothers Automotive Grapevine Southlake is your trusted partner in auto repair. We're proud to serve Dragon fans and the Southlake community from our location on Highway 114 right across from Baylor Grapevine. Come experience excellent service done with transparency by skilled and honest technicians. Don't forget to ask about our complimentary vehicle pickup and drop-off service. At Christian Brothers Automotive, our friendly staff is ready to serve you. Give us a call or schedule a free courtesy inspection online at cbac.com/grapevine to experience the nice difference.
Online ordering is now available at Red Rock Canyon Grill. Enjoy contactless payment and convenient curbside pickup for all your Red Rock favorites. Located at the corner of Southlake Boulevard and Kimball, Red Rock will satisfy your cravings with their rotisserie chicken stuffed poblano pepper, chicken enchilada platter, Persimmon Hill meatloaf, chicken pot pie, and so much more. Enjoy our daily social hour from 4 to 6:30 with $7 appetizers like buffalo wings and spinach artichoke dip. Visit online at redrockcanyongrill.com.
7-0 Dragons here to open playoff action by district game against the Haltom Buffaloes. The scoring drive for Carroll went 5 plays, 73 yards, taking a minute and 14 seconds. Owen Allen's 17-yard run, putting the first touchdown on the board. 3 carries on the drive, 68 yards for Allen. Last week he carried the ball 3 times in the entire game for only 6 yards. They give him a week off. Here's the kickoff, brought to you by Joe McFadden, and he's going to put it through the back of the end zone. And it's going to be a fair catch call by Cameron Fields. He'll take it to 25. Haltom will have it first and 10. That scoring drive was brought to you by Fifth Quarter Performance, exclusive training designed for offensive and defensive linemen, located at 1605 Hart, right here in Southlake. Well, out comes the Haltom offense. The quarterback, Jace Washington, will be taking the snaps. The 6'4", 210-pound senior is committed to the Naval Academy. Comes in with 83 rushes for almost 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's thrown 20 of 40 on the year for 322 yards. And on first down, they snap it to him, and he'll take it right around the right end, and he'll get out beyond the 30 as Barrett Baker ushers him out of bounds. He'll give him a gain of 6 out to the 31 for Jace Washington. Now, wouldn't finish with his rundown. Not only does he have rushing and passing stats, he also has 24 catches for 414 yards and 4 touchdowns. In the backfield, he has sophomore A.J. Reynolds. Will see some time with both he and Keenan Rayleigh and Felipe Reyes. As on second down and 4, it's going to be a handoff that goes to Reynolds, the sophomore, and he will get 3 yards out to the 34-yard line before he's tackled there by Barrett Baker. Now, this offensive line is a good one. Jason Tucker, a 3-year returning starter at left tackle, the son of head coach Jason Tucker, anchors this line. He's a captain. The left guard is Major Barkley. The center is Julian Campos. The right guard is Chago Gonzalez, big fella, 5'11", 360. And the right tackle is Troy Gomez, 6'3", 280, and a senior. All of these guys returners for the Haltom Buffaloes. Second down and 1 from the 34-yard line. Here's the snap to Robinson, and a handoff goes to Reynolds. He tries to get the yard, and he'll get across the 35 to the 36. It's a gain of 2 and a first down for the Buffaloes. The Dragon defense, Andrew Askew and Calder Bray on the tackle positions. It'll be Travis Keener and Cade Parks at the ends. Actually, Marquette Seaton we see in there now for the Dragons. Askew not in the opening lineup. Benicio Porras, Barrett Baker, C.K. Williams, the linebackers, Reyes and Jones, the cornerbacks, Spaeth and Anderson, the safeties. As Washington's going to keep on first and 10, and he gets jammed up in the middle for a gain of a couple of yards on the play. Out to the 38 is Travis Keener, the captain from the jack position for the Dragons, making the tackle.
Great play there by Keener. Another great play for Marquette Seaton, trying to run right at Marquette Seaton. 6'5", 290, defensive tackle for the Dragons. Stood up the right guard, Santiago Gonzalez, and nowhere to run there for the running back, A.J. Reynolds.
Well, we'll look down to the sidelines. Perhaps Travis can check. We'll see where Andrew Askew is. We weren't told that he would not be starting tonight, but they get the beef in there with Marquette Seaton, and an opportunity for him to do something as he's played sparingly throughout the season. It'll be a second down and 8 for Haltom. First drive for the Buffaloes, trailing 7-0. They're going to hand it off to Reynolds, and he gets chopped down behind the line of scrimmage. C.K. Williams came bashing through and knocked him down for a loss of 4 on the play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage for C.K.
What a difference he's made for the Dragon defense when they bumped him down to that outside linebacker spot, and that's the exact reason why they tried to run right at him, but he's got enough speed to get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground with a great tackle going low, knocking the legs out there from running back A.J. Reynolds.
Well, Haltom wants to keep this ball away from the Dragon offense. So they're going to be facing a third down and long here. from the 34-yard line. They need 12 yards. Washington, the quarterback, takes the shotgun snap, rolls to the left, looks to throw, now tucks it down, gets around a defender at the 35, gets to the 40, and it'll be run out of bounds well short of the first down by Logan Anderson, the Rover, who knocks him out after a gain of 6. It'll be 4th down and a punt coming for the Haltom Buffaloes.
Yeah, they roll Jace Washington to the left side that time and didn't have anybody open downfield. None of the receivers could break away from the Dragon defensive backs. Logan Anderson comes off his coverage as soon as Jace crosses the line of scrimmage, and Logan able to force him out of bounds and bring up here the punting situation.
C.K. Williams back to return the punt for the Dragons of Hunter Villavicencio. And he will put the right foot into this one and kick it down into Dragon territory. It hits shy of the 25 and rolls out of bounds near the 22. It's going to be a 37-yard punt, and the Dragons will have it with 8:11 to go in the first quarter, leading 7-0. Carroll football brought to you by the Texas Gun Experience. Folks, it's about a year old plus. If you haven't been to my Texas Gun Experience and check that out, you're missing out. Right there on Main Street in Grapevine, they've got 35,000 square feet and plenty of shooting lanes. You can go there, pick out any gun you want. And, of course, they've got training if you need that basic introductory class. They'll get you started there. Jared and Joseph Stanier and the staff saying, come on and visit us. Texas Gun Experience, a proud partner of the Carroll Clay Target team. Here on 1st and 10, it is going to be a running play for Hunter Holden as he keeps it around the left side. He'll get outside the 25 and get to the 31-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 9 on the play as Bryson Hicks from that cornerback position and Alfredo Gonzalez combining on the stop.
Tough play for the Haltom defense. Dragons had a 2 wide receiver set, tried to cross the inside-outside receivers. Haltom played that well in the switch, and Hunter had nowhere to go. The foot decided to bring it down.
2nd and 1 from the 31. Quick pass over the right side, caught by Will Hosey. Spins away from one defender, and he'll get a yard and the first down out to the 33-yard line as Jason Waters makes the tackle. Waters and Cesar Rivas are the ends. The nose guard is Tito Tejada. It'll be Jesse McGee and Peter Wynn, the inside linebacker spots. Alfredo Gonzalez and Glory Lulu are the outside linebackers. The quarterbacks are Cameron Fields and Bryson Hicks. Johnny Smith-Ryder and Aaron Ellis are the safeties. Those starting lineups brought to you by Mustang Elite Car Wash in Southlake. Here's a little toss sweep around the right side. There goes Brady Boyd. Actually, the left side goes from right to left and now beyond the 35. Gets to the 40, out to the 42. It's a gain of 9 on the play as Aaron Ellis made the tackle. You see it bring the man in motion. A little pitch goes as a pass play for 9.
Yeah, a little hot potato start Brady on the right side. They bring him across to the left and stays patient, tries to find the hole as soon as he sees it. Great job blocking by Landon Sampson, and Brady Boyd gets a great gain there on first down for the Dragons.
Now we get the play blown dead as there is a whistle before the snap. Most likely a false start. One of our favorite officiating crews.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense, number 33. 5-yard penalty, 2nd.
Manned by Bill Theodore, who you just heard there. And the Dragons will cost themselves 5 yards. It goes back to the 37-yard line. The Dragons will line up a couple of receivers short side to the left, one wide to the right. As Carroll up 7-0 early, they will bring Allen out of the backfield in motion to the right. So now 2 receivers either way for Holden. Here is the snap, the pass over the middle, and it is going to be intercepted at the 43-yard line, picked off by the Buffaloes, and an early turnover as Bryson Hicks picks off his first of the year. The senior gets that ball, and now the Haltom Buffaloes with a turnover and great field position.
Trying to stretch the field and get one right on the seam. A little bit outside of the hash there, but ball's thrown a little bit behind the receiver, and Bryson Hicks able to come off of his man, locate the football, go down, and scoop that one right off the ground. Big turnover there for the Buffaloes. They needed that one.
Well, the Buffs coming up with their 9th interception of the year. They're now -1 in the turnover ratio. The Dragons go to +1 in the turnover count. So Haltom with the football, 1st and 10 from its own 44-yard line. Snap to the quarterback, and Washington hands it to Reynolds. He'll try the right side and get 4 yards out to the 48-yard line. Barrett Baker on the tackle. Well, if you're an underdog like Haltom, Justin, this is exactly what you want. Even down 7-0, a quick turnover, and you get right back into the ballgame.
We talked to Coach Tucker. That was one of his keys to getting out of here at W tonight for the Buffaloes, was to win the turnover battle, and off to a great start thus far.
2nd down, 6. Ball on the right side hash from the 48-yard line. Right to left here in the first quarter. Haltom in the white uniforms. As the pass is going to come from the quarterback, Washington, over on the left side, and the pass is caught by Keenan Rayleigh. All 5'5" of him. Rayleigh hauls in his 9th catch of the year. Josh Spaeth credited with a tackle, but a first down after an 11-yard gain to the Dragon 40.
Good route there by Keenan Rayleigh. He normally plays in the running back position. Lack of depth at the receiver position for the Buffaloes. Got to move him out there, and so sophomore makes a great play, just a little out route and in rhythm. Jace Washington delivers a good ball. Keenan Rayleigh able to make that a big catch.
3 men in the backfield now. Felipe Reyes comes in along with Reynolds, and Reyes gets the handoff up the middle. Big room inside the 30, 25, 20, all the way down to the 17-yard line. 23 yards on the burst by Felipe Reyes, who just came back for a broken collarbone, and he gets a quick burst up the gut, and now Haltom is in the red zone.
And this is exactly what Haltom wants to do. They want to run the football. Defense got to be ready for it. That one, Felipe Reyes takes it right up the middle, and a big gainer there on first down.
From the 17-yard line, they stay with a 2-back set, and they're going to hand it off to Reynolds as they move it around to the right side, and he gets knocked down right at the line of scrimmage by Benny Porras, the middle linebacker, the transfer from New York. And that'll bring up a second down and long. We've got 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Dragons on top, 7-0.
Great job by Benny Porras, able to scrape over top, fill the B gap, exactly where the ball carrier wanted to go, and Benny got there in a hurry and in a foul mood, knocked the running back completely down. Great hit there by Benny.
They stay with a 2-back set. Now start a man in motion from the left to right, and it is going to be a running play. They toss it to Rayleigh, getting around the edge to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Haltom. 17 yards on the run from Keenan Rayleigh. And just like that, the Buffaloes convert the turnover and cut the Dragon lead to 7-6.
Last few plays been attacking the Dragons kind of right up the middle. That time they bring Keenan Rayleigh in motion, give him a little pitch behind the line of scrimmage, and Rayleigh able to take it along the right side, get all the way to the outside, nobody able to catch him, made a couple men miss, and able to take that one into the end zone.
Johnny Smith, Ryder to hole. Hunter Villavicencio is on for the PAT, brought to you by the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass Real Estate. Good snap, right-footed kicker, puts it up and through. Time on the field with 4:26 to go, opening quarter. Our new score becomes Carroll 7 and Haltom 7. Dragon football, driven by Park Place Jaguar Land Rover, and Park Place Lexus continues after this timeout.
At Gateway Church, we're all about people, and we go all out to present the timeless message of Jesus Christ in a clear and fresh way. From the passionate and humorous way Pastor Robert Morris communicates, to the engaging music led by Gateway Worship, you'll connect with God and with other people, building strong, lasting relationships for you and your family. Whether we are meeting in person or connecting online, we are Gateway together. To find a location or connect with us online, visit gatewaypeople.com.
Hi, Mike Mills here. Imagine you're sitting in traffic on Friday afternoon just trying to make it to the Dragon kickoff. You change lanes to get ahead only to find the lane you left speeds up right where you left off. Sometimes investing is a lot like changing lanes in traffic. A new investment will look really good for a short while, but by the time you get on board, it loses its steam, and the best thing you could have done was stick with your original plan. For over 20 years, we've been helping Dragon families achieve their financial goals, and we can help you as well. Check us out online at millswealthadvisors.com. Go Dragons!
Even up 7-7 first quarter. Dragons and the Haltom Buffaloes. The Buffaloes scoring drive, 5 plays, 56 yards, taking a minute and 59 seconds. A 17-yard burst by Keenan Rayleigh right through the heart of the Dragon defense. And Carroll gives up the score, brought to you by Fifth Quarter Performance. Begin your path becoming the next great offensive lineman at Fifth Quarter Performance in Southlake. Hunter Villavicencio on for the kickoff as he will boot it down to the east end zone, fielded at the 1 by C.K. Williams. Back up the numbers left side to the 10, to the 20, out to the 25, and he gets jammed up at the 28-yard line, and that is where the Dragons will have it 1st and 10. Chance to tell you is there's a marker down. We'll check that out too. Dragon football brought to you by Red Rock Canyon Grill. How good does this sound? A 14-ounce hand-cut ribeye. Just imagine that. Hardwood grill topped with chimichurri sauce. Man, if you love seafood, try the Wahoo and blackened shrimp combo, topped with delicious mango tomato relish. All that at Red Rock Canyon Grill. You got a sweet tooth. Don't forget they got their bread pudding.
Getting the return, holding by the receiving team, number 24. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Southlake.
Well, that was rude for Bill Theodore to interrupt telling you about bread pudding, but you get the point. It's delicious at Red Rock Canyon Grill, located in the Kimball Oaks Center at Kimball and Southlake Boulevard. That fantastic patio. Of course, stop by any weekday for those great deals that they have in the social hour. Well, the holding call takes it back to the 12-yard lines. The Dragons are going to start 88 yards away, now tied 7-7. As on 1st and 10, Cannon Cady sets up as a blocker to the right side. They're going to hand it off to Owen Allen, and he will try that same right side as he gets across the 15 and has 7 yards out to the 19-yard line before he's tackled by Jason Waters, returning starter at the defensive end position, along with Peter Wynn. We've got a Patriot Mobile sideline update with Travis.
Even though the Buffaloes didn't have the best turnover margin ratio in the regular season, they actually do seem to come up with quite a few interceptions. Aaron Ellis, their safety, led the district in interceptions. In one game against Weatherford, they had 3 interceptions in one half.
Well, 3 of those interceptions for him this year came with a broken wrist, as they will hand it off. A running play, actually a broken hand off to Owen Allen. He'll get 5 yards out to the 24-yard line as the tackle made by Cesar Rivas. Coach Jason Tucker was telling us, Justin, that he joked with him and said, hey, Ellis, you might need to play with that cast, getting 3 picks with it.
Yeah, Ellis didn't want to continue to wear it, wanted to take it off. That way he can use 2 hands.
First down and 10, Dragons. Fresh set of downs to the 24. Here's the snap to Holden. Steps up in the pocket, throws over the left side. Caught at the 29-yard line by Landon Sampson. He's immediately twisted off his feet by Bryson Higgs. It's a gain of 5 yards on the play.
Good route there by Landon Sampson. Just man coverage on the outside and gets the DB kind of on his heels. Landon Sampson comes back to the football, and in rhythm, Hunter Holden delivers a good ball to the outside for a good play there on first down.
From the 30-yard line. Sidelines to the left, open field to the right side. 2 receivers this way as the snap to Holden, and he will hand it off, and Allen immediately gets yanked down for no gain at the 30. He tried to run by Tito Tejeda, the nose guard, but the guy who's a wrestler, 5'10", 240, absolutely slung him to the mat, and Owen Allen gets nothing.
Great play there by Tito Tejeda. Used that wrestling ability, beats the offensive line, and kind of wrestles the running back down. They're going to need Tito to get going in this game. When they can get Tito to get off the football like he did just there on that play, it's going to allow the defensive ends to get going as well.
3rd down and 4 for the Dragons from the 31-yard line. 4 in the pattern for Holden as he throws left side complete. And big room, here goes Maryland. In front of everybody, down the numbers, 40. He's to the 30, 20, 10, touchdown Carroll Dragons. 69 yards on the passing run from Hunter Holden to Mr. Touchdown, R.J. Maryland, and the Dragons lead at 13-7.
It's a simple play, just a stop route, runs 5 yards up the field, turns around, and Hunter Holden puts the ball right on him. Johnny Smith, Ryder, defensive back for the Buffalo, slips down, and R.J. Maryland turns running straight north and south, and nobody's going to catch him. He's got enough speed to take that one all the way to the house.
Point after attempt for Joe McFadden, brought to you by the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass Real Estate. Right-footed soccer-style kicker, pushes it through the uprights, and the Dragons take the lead again. 2:18 to go, opening quarter. Carroll 14 and Haltom 7. Dragon football, driven by Park Place Lexus and Park Place Jaguar Land Rover, continues after this timeout.
Hi, this is Dr. Brandon Brown. There's a reason so many dentists in our area refer their patients to Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery for implant or wisdom tooth care, and that's trust. As oral surgeons, we work closely with other dental professionals to create a dental health care team to make sure patients get the right treatment at the right time in just the right way. That's what dentists in our area have come to expect from Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery, and it's what patients can depend on. See us online at ntfos.com.
Dragon fans, this is Gary Venner, former Carroll running back and general manager of Park Place Land Rover DFW, and we have the perfect way to kick off your next adventure.
With bold new Land Rovers like the rugged Defender and the perfectly balanced Range Rover Evoque, all the personal service and special privileges that make Park Place feel like your place.
Sending the Dragons off on another exciting drive.
Visit Park Place Land Rover DFW at 1300 East Highway 114 in Grapevine and at parkplace.com.
2 minutes, 18 seconds to normal halftime. The Dragons reclaim the lead 14-7 on a 5-play, 88-yard drive that took 2 minutes. Big strike from Hunter Holden, who throws touchdown pass number 13 on the year to R.J. Maryland, who has 24 catches on the season, now 11 touchdowns. That's 1 TD for every 2.3 catches. He makes them count as Joe McFadden will kick this one into the end zone. And Haltom, after the touchback, will have it from its own 25. And the scoring drive brought to you by Fifth Quarter Performance. in your path to becoming the next great offensive lineman at fifth quarter performance in Southlake. I want to say thanks to the Southlake Economic Development and Tourism Department, reminding you the holiday season is in full swing here in Southlake. 20 days of holiday cheer goes until December 20th. Visit Southlake to experience holiday fun for the entire family, including the holiday cheer parade that was this last weekend and the Snow Hill coming up December the 18th. Visit homefortheholidayssouthlake.com. On first down, it's going to be Jace Washington with a handoff to A.J. Reynolds. Will be stopped for a yard as he gets from the 25 to the 26. Benny Porras, middle linebacker, on the tackle for the Dragons.
Yeah, Buffalo's trying to go right back up the middle again, but Benny Porras meets the back right in the hole, doesn't allow the running back Reynolds to get much further than just a yard. Great job by Benny Porras filling that gap.
Hunter Villavicencio will be lined up wide to the left side. They have two receivers, short side to the right, and two men in the backfield with the quarterback, Jace Washington. It's A.J. Reynolds and Felipe Reyes, as it's going to be Washington on a straight quarterback keep. Comes left across the 30, out to the 35, and he's going to be right where he needs for the first down as C.K. Williams makes the tackle for the Dragons, but it's good to move the sticks. First and 10.
Just a zone read, and Jace kind of holds that one, holds it, finally sees the hole, keeps it himself, and goes straight north and south before he's able to get brought down by C.K. Williams. Great read there from Jace Washington. They're going to need him to continue to do that, move the ball in the running game, and that's going to open up some things for his arm.
Looks like Devin Ramirez-Powell, a freshman, entered a wide receiver position. Also, Keenan Rayleigh. They don't have a whole lot of receiving statistics on this Haltom team, as they've got a first and 10 from the 35, and the handoff goes to Felipe Reyes. He's met right at the line and pushed back. It's going to be a loss of 2. Calder Bray, the junior, for his left tackle spot, leading the charge, and the Dragons stop him on first down for that loss.
It's a great play, too, by Marquette Seaton. Gets through the offensive line, wraps up the ball carrier, and just throws him to the ground. We're going to need to see Marquette Seaton use his athletic ability and his size, just like he did on that play, able to break through the line there and get the ball carrier down on the ground.
Second down, 12. Haltom from the 33-yard line. We're under a half minute to go. Actually, right now we are in the first quarter. Dragons on top 14-7. So this might be the final play of the quarter. Jace Washington, the quarterback. Two receivers either side. They start Rayleigh in motion from left to right. Snap to Washington. Handoff Reyes. He'll bounce it to the left and get 2 yards out to the 35 before Travis Keener knocks him down. Also help from Porras. And that will probably be the final play of the first quarter as the clock ticking down. And it's been an entertaining one. Class 6A bi-district playoffs underway in Division 1 after 1. It's Carroll 14 and Haltom 7. Dragon football driven by Park Place Jaguar Land Rover, and Park Place Lexus continues after this timeout.
Have you been thinking about wanting to buy a new car or truck? This is Reed Siegel from First Financial Bank, and I would love to help open the doors to your new ride. Whether you're looking for new or used, First Financial Bank has great rate auto loans, and I would love to help you find the right loans to fit your needs. Stop in or apply at ffin.com/apply. Auto loans from First Financial Bank, just another way we put you first.
First Financial Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The Carroll Dragons are heating up this season, and you should expect the same from your water heater. Jeff Cox here, president of Berkey's Plumbing, AC, and Electrical. Save up to $400 on a new Rheem water heater with up to 12 years parts and labor installed by the experts at Berkey's. Call us today at 877 Berkey's or visit us at berkeys.com. Go Dragons, protect the tradition.
Berkey's, we're there when you need us.
Second quarter is set to start here at Southlake at Dragon Stadium. The Haltom Buffaloes and the Carroll Dragons. First round playoff action. Carroll at 14-7. Haltom with the ball. Now with a third down and 10 from its own 35-yard line out of the timeout. And the quarterback, Jace Washington, ready to call the plays. They're 1 of 2 on third down tries. And now we are set to go. Well, at least now I think we are. They said something to one of the linemen. Now they maybe adjust the call at the line of scrimmage, and now we're ready to go. Third down and 10. One receiver short side to the left, 2 wide to the right. Again, 2 men in the backfield. Snap to Washington. He's going to throw the flare pass, caught by Reynolds out of the backfield. Turns it up, gets to the 35, puts his shoulder down at the 40, and he'll get stopped short of the first down at the 43. He needed 10. He got 8. Spaeth and Anderson, the safeties, on the tackle. So 4th and 2, and Haltom looks like, Justin, they're going to go for it.
It does. They're lined up here, ready to go. Defensive line got to use their head on this one, not to jump if they tried to get drawn off sides.
4 across the front for the Dragons. They cheat up a linebacker as well. Now they're going to send the special teams in. Boy, I was wondering, that would have been a bit of a surprise to me if they would have gone for it in a game that's still very much anyone's contest. They're down to 5 on the play clock now. Getting that punt team on late. Via Vicencio gets the snap at 1, puts the right foot into it. There's a marker down as the kick will go down to the Dragon 16-yard line with a fair catch. Cinque Williams takes the 42-yard punt from Via Vicencio. It was a good one. In fact, he averages 42 per kick on the year. And now we'll check the infraction and see what the call might be. Probably going to be some kind of alignment infraction, I would suspect, against the Buffaloes. It's Bill Theodore and his crew talking about it. I'll give you some first quarter numbers brought to you by Peniner Ford & Associates. If you're looking for a great CPA in Southlake, Peniner Ford & Associates can help you. The Dragons in the first quarter with 181 yards of total offense. Haltom with 82, but 7 points for Haltom coming off the Dragon turnover as Hunter Holden threw that interception earlier, and they turned it into a quick touchdown, and now we're at a 14-7 game. Bill Theodore talking to Riley Dodge, giving him his options. And I think the Dragons are going to say, we'll take it where we got it, and they're going to move the ball down there to the 16 and take it there. We'll wait and see. No official call yet from conversation still going on down below. Here's Bill.
Before the kick, holding by the kicking team, number 96. That penalty is declined. First down, Southlake.
So the Dragons will get it at the 16-yard line. 11:07 to go here. Quarter number 2. The Dragons on top 14-7. Dragons win today. All probability, the next opponent would be Permian High School out of Odessa. We'll let you know more about that as we move on through the evening. Of course, Ryan Medellin and Dragon Sports Central will be keeping you up with scores all night. Have scoreboard at halftime as well as postgame, and keep up to date with all the playoff pairings and whatnot going on in Class 6A Division 1. First down and 10, Carroll from the 16-yard line again. Carroll, the green tops with the playoff black pants with a white headgear. Dragon logo on the side. Haltom in the traveling white, rather, as a handoff up the middle. Big running room. There goes Owen Allen. He's to the 50. He's to the 40. Right sideline, inside the 20. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Carroll Dragons. Owen Allen goes 84 yards, and Carroll extends its lead to 20-7.
Haltom usually plays with a too-high safety look, but that time they rolled the safety down, and Owen Allen took advantage of it, gets through the hole. There's no safety outside to meet Allen. Makes one man miss right at the middle of the field there, gets across the safety, and, man, nobody's going to catch him. Turns on the Jets, goes down the sideline. Johnny Smith, rider, safety for the Buffaloes, chasing him. Owen Allen takes that one all the way to the house.
Well, Allen got the week off last week, basically, only carrying the ball 3 times, but he's back in black tonight. As the PAT from Joe McFadden, brought to you by the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass Real Estate, up and good. 10:54 to go, quarter number 2. New score, Carroll 21, Haltom 7. Dragon football driven by Park Place Lexus, and Park Place Jaguar Land Rover continues after this timeout.
Southlake Dermatology was the first to offer new technology called M-Sculpt and M-Celeb. This MRI-type muscle stimulus increases muscle thickness and strength after 4 treatments with no pain or downtime. Each treatment of the abdomen is equivalent to 20,000 sit-ups and utilizes surrounding fat for energy. We can treat multiple muscle groups, including the abdomen, pelvic floor, arms, and buttocks. We are located in the medical office building off Highway 114, adjacent to Southlake Methodist Hospital.
Hey Dragon Nation, it's Tommy Pennington here with the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass. Do you think you need to do improvements to sell your home? Start planning today. Inquire about our Compass Concierge program. It's the hottest program in real estate where our broker will pay for the improvements at zero cost to you. Call us today at 817-416-9000 or check us out on the web 24/7 at calltommy.com. So from my Dragon family to yours,
calltommy.com.
Dragons on top, 10:54 to go here, quarter number 2, as the 5th quarter performance scoring drive for the Dragons. One play, 84 yards. Owen Allen with the burst and took 13 seconds. That's his second longest rush of the year. And Owen now already with 165 yards on 7 carries and a touchdown, averaging 23.5 yards per carry, as the kickoff by Joe McFadden through the back of the end zone, and Haltom out of the turnover, or out of the touchback, I should say, will take over at their own 25-yard line. Dragon football tonight brought to you by Complete Care in Southlake, your hometown ER, located right here on Southlake Boulevard. You bring your family anytime, 24/7, even on holidays. Dr. Jeff Peebles and his team of ER doctors and nurses will treat you, your family, get you back to health. Again, a lot of people taking COVID tests. You might need it for work. You just might need to know personally how you're doing on that front. They do have COVID tests available. You get you in and out. My little girl had one there, and it was a good experience. All things turned out well. That at Complete Care in Southlake. On 1st and 10 from the 25, handoff to A.J. Reynolds, and he'll get 2 yards from the 25 to the 27. Tristan Stokes in at the end position for the Dragons. He's alternated with Cade Parks this year, most of the season on that tackle.
Buffaloes are trying to continue to get things going up the middle here on this Dragon defense. Cade Parks, Calder Bray, a couple of those guys making good plays there on the defensive front.
Andrew Askew now in the game at a defensive tackle position. Here's the snap to Washington. He'll hand it off up the middle. There goes Reynolds for a quick gain across the 30 out to the 31. It's a gain of 4 yards. To go again straight up the gut, but he pours on the tackle. Well, Haltom, we talked about earlier during a break, Justin, they want to make this as short a game as possible. Want to keep it on the ground, keep that clock running, and that's probably their best chance to win the game.
Exactly. You want to try and limit the explosive plays for the Dragons, which you've already seen 2 big ones. The big run from Owen Allen, the touchdown pass to R.J. Maryland. Both of those are explosive plays, so not a good start for them on that side. And then offensively, you want to keep the ball to Carroll's hands and hopefully come up with a couple turnovers to keep in this ball game.
3rd down for Haltom from the 31-yard line. 1 of 3 on 3rd down. Try, snap to Washington, tucks it down, gets away from 2 defenders, runs left, has the first down to the boundary at the 35 and out to the 40 to the 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 yards for Jace Washington, the Navy commit, as Avion Jones pushes him out of bounds. There's also a marker down on the play. And let's see, Haltom actually retreating back, and that would be a tough call against the Buffaloes if they wipe out this first down. Nifty run there by Washington.
Personal foul, illegal block below the waist on the offense, number 45. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains 3rd down.
Well, that hurts. The H-back, Sabino Gomez, is one that's called for that. Check down to the field, brought to you by Patriot Mobile. Here's Travis.
Well, sophomore safety Logan Anderson came down on the blitz, and he had the best shot to try and take down Washington, but I think you realize what a Division I player looks like. Was able to be just shaken off like that. It's like, hey, oh, that's a big boy.
3rd down and 15 now for the 20-yard line. Snap to Washington. He's under pressure. He is hit. He is dropped. Back at the 10-yard line, it was Tristan Stokes who winds up with his first sack of the year. And the Haltom Buffaloes will be forced to punt. Stokes in on the tackle.
Just a complete coverage sack that time. The Buffaloes come out with 3 receivers stacked, and it's a really slow developing deep play, but offensive line for the Buffaloes can't hold up, and Tristan Stokes able to beat the right tackle, get back to the quarterback, and get him to the ground.
Will Hosey standing actually at the Haltom 42-yard line for this punt from Villavicencio, who is standing just inside his goal line. So that penalty critical against the Buffs. Low snap, nice pick by Villavicencio, puts the right foot into it. And he'll kick it out to the 50, picked up by Hosey. Brings it down the boundary to the 40, to the 35, still running, and gets knocked out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. We'll see where they put him out officially, as it was Johnny Smith Ryder on the tackle. 39 yards, 19 on the return, and Carroll will have it first down at the Haltom 33-yard line, leading by a score of 21-0. Carroll football this evening brought to you by State Farm and your good neighbor State Farm agents, including Lauren and Tim Stone. And Jocelyn Hope, we told you about the great deals that they have now on auto insurance, some of the lowest rates that we've seen in a long time from your local State Farm agents. And remember, Dragon fans, they can help you save money by combining your home and auto insurance. Call Lauren and Tim Stone or Jocelyn Hope and let them help you and life go right. On 1st and 10, the pass from the 33-yard line from Hunter Holden over to Brady Boyd, and the catch made. Eluded a tackler and gets knocked down after a gain of 13 to the 20-yard line. Johnny Smith Ryder on the tackle for the Buffaloes.
It's one of those RPOs there. Fake like you're going to give the ball to Allen. Hunter Holden decided to keep it that time and gets it out to Brady Boyd for the good pickup there on first down.
First down and 10 for the 20-yard line. Snap, again an RPO look, but they hand it off up the middle. Owen Allen into the end zone. Touchdown, 20 yards. on a quick burst for Allen. 84 a moment ago, 20 here, and the Dragons extend the lead to 27-7.
Great job here by the offensive line, getting off the ball. Buffalo's in a 3-down front, and right guard Caden Wolney, Peyton Kinesic, right tackle, get a great block, wash the defensive end completely down. It's only Owen Allen versus safety. He makes the safety miss and able to get in the end zone again.
Tyler White to hold for Joe McFadden out for his 4th point after the night, and he is good. Brought to you by the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass Real Estate. And we got time out of the field with 8:28 to go in quarter number 2. Our new scorer becomes Carroll, 28 and Haltom 7. Dragon football, driven by Park Place Dealerships, continues in a moment.
Southlake is known for excellence on the football field, in our schools, and in the community. Anderson Homes Dallas relies on the same excellence when it comes to the design and construction of your new home. With over 20 years of experience, we build homes on the cutting edge of what's new and innovative, creating energy-efficient spaces and delivering open floor plans with modern design. Anderson Homes Dallas builds more than just a place to live. We want to create an environment where your dreams become a reality. Learn more at AndersonHomesDallas.com.
Dining out at Feed Store Barbecue in Southlake hasn't changed a bit. In fact, it's gotten a little bit better. You can still enjoy lunch or dinner in our dining room, as well as our remodeled barrel room. Need more space? Try our climate-controlled patio. Or you can literally eat outside with views of the cows, goats, and miniature donkeys. Feed Store Barbecue on Whitechapel Boulevard or online at feedstorebbq.com.
8:28 to go, first half. Dragons on top, 28-7. Scoring drive, 2 plays, 33 yards. Took just 11 seconds, and Owen Allen with yet another touchdown run. This one from 20 yards. The Dragons' last 4 plays have netted 186 yards and 21 points. Owen Allen now up to 185 yards to the game on 8 carries and 3 touchdowns. Wow, it's a kickoff. Back of the end zone by Joe McFadden, and it'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 for Haltom Buffaloes from their own 25-yard line. Thanks to Julie Walter at Fidelity Title for helping to bring you Dragon football this evening. Fidelity Title, happy to help you anytime you want to stop by. Those on your need there with the Baker firm. Of course, fast professional experience is what you get when you deal with a great customer service at Fidelity Title, the Baker firm there in Southlake, located just off Highway 114. From the 25-yard line, here's the snap to Washington. Handoff to Reynolds, and he's hit for a big loss, 4 yards back to the 21-yard line. Tristan Stokes comes in and knocked him down even before that play could get started. It looks like we've got injured man perhaps down the field as we had clock stop for a moment. I don't see anybody down. Okay, I guess we're going to go. I saw the official stop at the clock, and I was trying to see who was injured, but they're fine. Let's check down to the sidelines. Brought to you by Patriot Mobile. Here's Travis.
Well, Benicio Porras was the one who kind of was holding his knee right at that tackle, and Stokes went over to see if he was okay, and he decided to pop up and grit it out. But that was the injured player that was laying down.
Okay, there you go. Wasn't fooling them. On 2nd down and 14 for the 21, they're going to give it to Keenan Rayleigh, and he has no yardage as he loses, in fact, a yard at the 20-yard line. Andrew Askew, who didn't start the game for the Dragons. Marquette Seaton got the start tonight, but Askew making the stop with some help from Stokes.
Another great play from Stokes. You back up to the play right before that one. Tristan Stokes beat the right tackle, Xander Clay, young sophomore for the Buffaloes. Great job by Tristan again on that play, beating Xander Clay and able to get to the ball carrier out in the backfield.
Well, Haltom is 1 of 4 on 3rd down tries. It's 3rd down and 15 from the Haltom 20-yard line. Snap to Washington. He gets hit. Thought he got the ball stripped out, but he managed to hang on to it, and he's dropped for a loss of 5 back to the 15. So that was an aborted offensive possession as Calder Bray came in to get his 2nd sack of the year. The junior for the Dragons in there, and Carroll forcing the 3 and out.
Talk about the experience of the offensive line for the Buffaloes right now. They're having all they can, having a ton of trouble with the Dragon defensive front. Right now, we call Tristan Stokes, Bray, Askew, Keener, all with plays out in the backfield.
Well, another punt here for Villavicencio as the Dragons will have 2 men deep to return. It's a 4th punt of the night coming up as it's William and Hosey standing shy of the 50-yard line. The kick is going to come down to Hosey. He'll take it at the 50. He runs from left to right, looking for the corner. Has it at the 40, 35, 30, and he got upended as he's tackled down around the 22. It's a 35-yard punt, 27 on the return, and a big hit there for one of the, as a matter of fact, it was Villavicencio's, the punter, who went over there and did a, dadgummit, Travis, help me. It was the Indianapolis punter. What's his name?
McAfee.
Yeah, Pat McAfee used to kill people. He went over and put a big hit there on Hosey.
Man, he caught Hosey, tried to leap over him via Vicencio, got him right at the legs, and Hosey just did a little airplane kind of somersault flip and landed on his back.
Well, the Dragons have great field position, to say the least. 1st and 10 starting at the Haltom 24-yard line. Already up 28-7 in the game. As the snap to Hunter Holden, hands it off to Owen Allen. He just ran over a defender as he gets inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Johnny Smith-Ryder was the one that took the hit. Again, Johnny Smith-Ryder, a 3-year starter in the basketball team for Haltom. Number 6 in his class in his GPA. So one of these academicians, quite a few of those for the Buffs. So we're down to 5:15 to go here in the first half. Carroll up by a 28-7 score. Snap to Hunter Holden, 4 in the pattern. Looks for the post, over the middle. Pass is going to be caught. It's a touchdown. Landon Sampson, as he picked it on the pass right to the goal line, beat his defender, and the Dragons extend it to 34-7.
It's a great route that time. Faked a little head fake to the outside, got the safety or corner to kind of flip his hips, and then comes underneath, does Landon Sampson on the post route, and Hunter Holden puts it right on him, right at the goal line, and Sampson able to catch that one, secure it, get it over the line for the touchdown.
Point after attempt for Joe McFadden, brought to you by the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass Real Estate. The kick is up. It is good. We've got timeout, 5:07 to go. First half with the score, the Dragons 35, the Haltom Buffaloes 7. Carroll football, driven by Park Place, continues after this timeout.
Dragons of all ages are welcome at the Southlake Dental Office of Dr. Greg Wright and Dr. Victoria Herron. If you're looking for a warm, friendly office for cosmetic, restorative, or general dentistry, Dr. Wright and Dr. Herron are now accepting new patients. They and their staff make going to the dentist a pleasurable experience. Visit their office at 200 East Southlake Boulevard near Whitechapel. See them online at wrightsmiles.com.
Hey Dragon fans, this is Robert Hinkle, General Manager of Park Place Lexus Grapevine, and I'm thrilled to be a part of a team at the top of their game.
Discover an unbeatable Lexus lineup, from the new IS Compact Luxury Sports Sedan to the roomiest, most advanced ES ever, all with personal service and special privileges that make Park Place feel like your place.
See how we're stepping up our game.
Visit Park Place Lexus Grapevine at Highway 114 East and Texan Trail and at parkplace.com.
Fifth quarter performance reminds you of the strength and skills program designed for offensive and defensive linemen will take you to the top, leading the weight room, lead on the field. Fifth quarter performance in Southlake. Scoring drive, 2 plays, 24 yards, taking 48 seconds. Landon Sampson with the 18-yard reception from Hunter Holden. Last 3 scoring drives for the Dragons have gone 1 play, 2 play, and 2 plays as the kickoff by Joe McFadden will go all the way to the end line. That's just not fair. No one has a chance to return that, and Haltom will have it from its own 24-yard line. Thanks to Christian Brothers Automotive for bringing you Dragon football tonight. Christian Brothers Automotive can help you keep your car running smoothly. Oil changes, routine maintenance, all the things that you put off, say, I'll do that later. Christian Brothers Automotive can help you with that. Look at it right across from Baylor Grapevine. Again, they've got a free shuttle service, complimentary pickup and drop-off if that's what you want, and a 3-year or 36,000-mile warranty. Christian Brothers can help keep your car running well and your family safe. Christian Brothers Automotive, Grapevine, Southlake. On 1st and 10, Jace Washington, the quarterback, will keep it for a yard on the play to the 26-yard line. Marquette Seaton on the tackle for the Dragons. We've now opened up a very comfortable lead as we're under 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. A special guest coming up at halftime. You want to stick around for that on our Tommy Pennington Group halftime report, brought to you by the Realtor in Southlake that everybody knows and trusts, Tommy Pennington. See him online at calltommy.com. 2nd down and 9 from the 26-yard line. Here is the snap to Washington. Fake the handoff, and he'll keep it as he gets across the line of scrimmage out to the 28-yard line. Gets a couple before C.K. Williams makes the tackle for the Dragons. Benny Porras also in there.
Another great job here by the defensive front. Kind of having their way tonight again and go with the zone read, but that time Jace Washington keeps the ball but runs right into the Mike backer of the Dragons as Benny Poor steps up, fills the B gap, and sticks his helmet right into the chest of Jace Washington.
3rd down and 7 for Haltom, which is only 1 of 5 on 3rd down tries. In fact, Dragon defenders on the year hitting at only 43% on 3rd down tries. Here's the pass down the right sideline, and it is caught by Hunter Villavicencio. That punter just took a big hit right there, but he held on for a gain of 16 and a 1st down out to the 47-yard line, and there's an injured Buffalo back around the 25. Looks like, let's see, they're going to go take a look at who it is, and wait just a moment. That last hit was made by Anderson. It's going to be a 1st down for Haltom. Clock stop, 3:45 to go here, quarter number 2, and the Dragons on top, 35-7.
Dragons going to cover 2 that time, and Vicencio gets behind the defensive back, and great touch there by Jace Washington, putting that ball right over the corner's head and right before where the safety could touch it. Got a big collision there from Logan Anderson and Hunter Villavicencio.
Well, they're continuing to look at the injured Buffaloes. The training staff is out. Referee Bill Theodore taking a look as well. And they're going to continue to take a look here. So while they do that, let's take time out. Dragon football, driven by Park Place, continues in a moment.
Football season means happy times around Southlake and lots of big smiles from all Dragon fans. If you need some help with your smile, Dr. Ron Groves is the orthodontist that Carroll fans have trusted for over 25 years to get a perfect smile. The Groves Orthodontics experience is all about personal one-on-one care, and Dr. Groves will be with you every step of the way. Visit our office on West Southlake Boulevard near Davis, right next to Hobby Lobby, or see us online at grovesorthodontics.com.
Dragon fans, call your Southlake area State Farm agents Tim and Lauren Stone and ask about Drive Safe and Save. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app from State Farm. With dynamic new features like interactive maps and driving tips, the pursuit of your discount is even easier. You can earn up to 30% off. Call or stop by Lauren and Tim Stone's office and they'll be happy to help sign you up. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, they're still tending to the injured player down at the Haltom 25-yard line. There's a lot of folks out there taking a look, so we have a bit of a stoppage of play here. We'll hold it at the stadium. Chance to tell you Dragon football brought to you by our friend Ryan Skelly of Dragon Mortgages. Can help you out with whatever you need in the mortgage department. The staff offers personal, local service. Seen just about everything. So whether you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, or have a special situation, he can certainly help you. They're the problem solvers. It's more than just the rate. With Ryan Skelly, interest rates, of course, not those low rates right now. You can get a quote in minutes at dragonmortgages.com. Thanks also to Danny Allers at Allers Roofing, been a big partner with Dragon football over the years as the injured Buffalo is up to his feet. It looks like it's the center, Julian Campos, and boy, that's not good news. Campos, the big fella, again ranked 20th in the class of 593. Very heady fella, and looks like he's shaking up. He's going to be helped off to the far sidelines. Telling you about Danny Allers again. If you're getting some leakage from your roof right now, the heavy rain that came in today, if you need someone to get up there and take a look at it, Danny Allers can do that. He's been serving the Southlake community for over 30 years. So there's more than just a roof that they put on once. You've got to take care of it, and sometimes Mother Nature can start to poke a few holes or cause some bad things to happen. You might have maybe some animals with some problems. It doesn't matter what it is. Call Danny Allers and he can help you. No strings attached, just an honest quality assessment to get your property in top shape. He'll help you out at 214-214-ROOF. You can remember that, 214-214-ROOF, or visit online dragonroofer.com. Danny Allers with Allers Roofing. Well, again, Campos is out, and we'll see who comes in. It was scheduled to be Major Barkley, who will move over from left guard, and then Xander Clay, a sophomore, will go in at that guard position. So on 1st down and 10 from the 43-yard line, as we go back to play, it'll be a handoff to A.J. Reynolds, and it'll be stopped for no gain on the play as the tackle was made by Benny Porras. As we're down on 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. Dragons on top 35-7. First-round playoff action. Class 6A Division I here at Dragon Stadium. Good crowd here tonight. Socially distanced, of course. Capacity half the house. But good to have fans in the stands.
Called Benny's name quite a few times tonight. Reason for that, Marquette Seton is having his best game of the year. They're running right at him. He's not getting moved off the line, and it's allowing Benny to use and scrape over top, fill these holes.
Second down and 10, beg your pardon, from the 47. Try to swing a pass out left side, and it's dropped, intended for Keenan Rayleigh out there in the flat, and that will hit the turf, and it'll bring up a third down. We've got an injury update. It's brought to you by All-Star Orthopedics. Let's go to the sideline and Travis.
Not good news for the Buffalo as center Julian Campos. It's a back injury. They are working on his lower back right now, and he is having a tough time moving.
Well, that's bad news. All-Star Orthopedics reminding you can come in anytime for aches and pains, all the way up to major ailments. They'll have you covered with 3 convenient locations, Southlake, Irving, and Firemount. Visit allstarortho.com. Thanks to Mark Greenberg and staff at All-Star Orthopedics for bringing you Dragon football. 2 for 6 on third down tries of the Buffaloes. They need 10 yards here from the 47-yard line, and a timeout is called by Haltom with 2:52 to go here in the first half. They want to talk about this. And Dragons on top by 4 scores. They don't want to let it get too far out of the barn, but go over and talk to head coach Jason Tucker here and see what they can come up with. Good to see Coach Tucker before the game. I know you enjoyed visiting with him, Justin.
Yeah, it's been a cool theme for this year. I've played for a lot of the head coaches that we've gotten to see. And Coach Tucker, he was a great defensive back coach. Spent a lot of time with him. A lot of players that I played with loved him, and were sad to see him leave when he left to go take on a DC position, but he's certainly moved his way up.
Let's check into Dragon Sports Central. Ryan Medellin with a check on the scoreboard, I would presume.
Thank you, Chuck. Just a quick update with Permian taking on El Paso Franklin. They lead 14-7, but Franklin holding tight. They actually had the lead 7-0 when the game started out of the first quarter. There's 6:42 remaining in the second. Catch more of that coming up in Dragon Sports Central at halftime. Back to you, Chuck.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Did you catch that, Justin? Ryan just said they started the game with a 7-0 lead. That's interesting.
How does that happen?
Kind of spot them 7. Is that Permian thing? I thought it worked the opposite way.
Like
Permian
that.
starts with 7. Third down and 10 off the 47-yard line. We're just funning with it. That's a rookie. Here's the snap to Washington. He rolls out to the left. He gets C.K. Williams on his back. The ball popped free, but I think he was down. Was Washington as Williams came in and dropped in for a loss of 4 on the play. They'll bring up 4th down, and Haltom will be forced to kick it away.
Dragon defense comes with a blitz that time. C.K. Williams is the outside linebacker on the left side part of the field and has to run all the way to the right side and catch Jace Washington, but C.K.'s got plenty of speed to do that and able to get to Jace, get him to the ground, and before the ball pops out, the knee had hit the ground.
Dragons call timeout, stopping the clock with 2:38 to go here in the first half. They're thinking about some more points. Dragon football brought to you by Giggles and Grins, the pediatric dentist of choice, including my family, Dr. Sandra Armstrong, Dr. Amy Watts, Dr. Alexis Capisi. I need you to come by and find out why they've been the trusted pediatric dentist for years in the Southlake area, whether you have an infant, a toddler, even a teenager. Some of those go in and see Dr. Armstrong, Dr. Watts, and Dr. Capisi. They're at their pediatric dentist office across from the senior high. That's their brand new location. If you haven't seen that, something else. They make you feel really special when you go in there for treatment at Giggles and Grins. See them at 1480 Corporate Circle across from Carroll Senior High. Thanks also to Eric Warden and the staff at Mustang Elite Car Wash. Again, it rained today. You might have a chance after Sunday to go in and wash your car. You want to look at brand new ticket to Mustang Elite Car Wash, located right across from the Sam's and Walmart. They're on Highway 26. They've got an amazing, clean, and safe waiting rooms. Just pop in there. Don't have anything to worry about at all. They take care of it with hospital-grade cleaning products and keep you safe. And, of course, your car will look great when you pull out Mustang Elite Car Wash. Here's Hunter Villavicencio. Puts the right foot into it and will kick it into Dragon territory. It'll hit inside the 25-yard line and go down. Actually, they say it went out at the 27. So it will be a 33-yard punt. The Dragons will have it with 2:33 to go here in the first half, and Carroll on top 35-7. Now stick around, a very special guest coming up at halftime, as we will have the Tommy Pennington Group halftime report. So we want to find out who that is. Got up our sleeve. Of course, we always have Ryan Medellin, as he will have our scoreboard update on Dragon Sports Central, and also first half highlights. We'll look at stats and more. Dragons come out to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 for the 27-yard line. They snap it to Hunter Holden. He breaks the line of scrimmage as he comes out across the 35, gets to the 40, and he's got 13 yards before Johnny Smith Ryder makes the tackle for Haltom. A quick gain on the play out to the 40 for the Dragons.
Looked like a QB option they wanted to run, and Haltom takes away Owen Allen, so Hunter keeps it and picks up a good gain there on first down.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Here's the snap to the quarterback Holden, hands it off to Owen Allen, and he gets brought down by 2 angry Buffaloes at the 40. No gain on the play. Jesse McGee was the first one in there. He actually started the year as a backup, has worked his way into the starting role. McGee had some help on that tackle from Alfredo Gonzalez from his outside linebacker position. 1:50 clock running here, quarter number 2. Carroll on top, 35-7. First round playoff action here at Dragon Stadium. From the 40-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen comes out of the backfield in motion. Here's the snap to Holden. He's going to throw deep over the middle. The pass is caught by Maryland, trying to run away from the defender. Inside the 20, gets to the 15, to the 10. The ball pops free. Haltom picks it up at the 10. Here comes Cameron Fields back out to the 20, and he gets to the 22-yard line. And Haltom will have it after a 55-yard pass and run from Holden to Maryland. Then the ball was knocked free. Fields came up with it, returned it 19 yards, and how about that?
Wow, I don't even know what to say about that. R.J. Maryland runs the deep post, and Hunter Holden puts it right on him. Johnny Smith Ryder gets beat on that play, doesn't give up, gets back to R.J. Maryland, keeps him up, strips the ball out, and allows his defensive back teammate Cameron Fields to pick it up and start running back the other way with it.
And that is why Johnny Smith Ryder is the guy they call Captain America, because you're right, he did not give up. As on 1st down and 10, Jace Washington will hand it off to Keenan Rayleigh, and he will have no gain on the play, hit right at the 22. Dragons will burn one of their 2 remaining timeouts as Stokes was in on the tackle.
This is the best game I've seen Stokes and Marquette Seton play. Yep. 2 additions to the defensive line. They have been causing havoc and really doing what the Dragon coaches have expected these 2 to do all season long. And tonight, they're really having their best game, playing well, using their hands, getting into the backfield. And, man, if the Dragons can do that, that's going to bode well for the defense moving forward.
Well, the clock stopped now with 1:15 to go in the first half. Carroll on top 35-7. They want to get the football back and perhaps get some more points. As Carroll with the big touchdown runs from Owen Allen tonight. He has 3 scores already and well over 100 yards here in the first 2 quarters of play. And, of course, Mr. Touchdown, R.J. Maryland, with 1 TD catch this evening as well. And for Carroll, on the first round of playoff action, it's a little bit different than last year, Justin. You remember at the first game here at Dragon Stadium against Louisville?
84? Yep. 84 to, what was it, 7?
Zip.
Was it 0?
Oh, it's 6? They scored a touchdown in that game? Are you kidding me? They certainly did. Stephen Bartolotta, our statistician, said, man, give them the points. It was 84-6. It was 84-0 at one point, right? Now, I think it was. I'll look right here in the book, and I'll let you know. I've got the book, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd down and 10 from the 22-yard line. Reynolds and Rayleigh in the backfield, and they're going to give it to Rayleigh, looking for a blocker on the left side, and he'll get out to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. There's Benny Porras on the tackle, and Carroll with 1:08 to go here in the first half of play calls its final timeout of the half.
Another good play there by the outside backer, Barrett Baker. Keeps his outside leverage, forces the ball carrier back inside, and that's where Benny Porras is scraping over top of the guard and the tackle to get to the ball carrier and does an excellent job filling the hole.
I'll be doggone. Somebody moved my page out of my book.
So you don't have the book?
No, I've got the book, but somebody's been messing around with it, so I'm going to have to go to other measures to find out. See, those things you're going to have to find out on your own sometimes. Well, the Dragons, again, if they get through today, we'll be on the road next week, it appears, and we'll get an official announcement on that if it is Odessa Permian. And we heard that the Panthers were struggling early. Ryan Medellin telling us that they were battling with Montwood a little bit. By the way, we get confirmation now from Stephen Bartolotta. It was at one point 84-0 last year.
There you go.
Scored that last touchdown.
Good memory, Chuck.
Yeah, Bartolotta's, not mine, obviously. 2nd down and 7 from the 25-yard line. Dragons cheating up 5 across the front. They set up a blocking back to the right side, and Washington, the quarterback, is going to keep it as he turns left out across the 25 to the 30. They'll have 5 yards on the play. Cinque Williams on the stop for the Dragons. Carroll is out of timeouts now as the clock is down to 1:08 remaining, and we get a stoppage of play for something. Well, it couldn't be another Dragon timeout because they were out of timeouts, right?
Looks like Coach Tucker's looking at the game clock because it hadn't moved at all.
Well, let's see what this is about. Here's the announcement.
Please set the game clock to 1 minute. It's going to start on my signal. 1 minute. We'll start it when I wind it.
Bill Theodore giving the clock operator the exact instructions.
Dragon defense right now, that play right there, they move Benny Porras to the outside and allow him to come off the edge, but they're sending him right to the running back. He's not even paying attention to quarterback Jace Washington. Jace sees that, keeps the ball, but he doesn't recognize that Cinque Williams, the outside backer, is sitting there right there waiting for him. And great job by Cinque coming up, wrap up the ball carrier, and get him to the ground again.
Well, they've put the clock back in motion. We're down to 45 seconds to go here in quarter number 2, down to 7 on the play clock. Hunter Villavicencio standing back inside his 20-yard line, going to let it run all the way down to 2. Matter of fact, he's going to let it run all the way out and take a 5-yard penalty, and that will eat up a few more precious seconds for the Dragons, so they kick it away. They got the timeout, I guess, before the penalty. Took it right before it was over. A reminder, the Tommy Pennington Group halftime report coming your way, brought to you by Tommy Pennington and his great staff. If you're looking for the realtor that people in Southlake have used for years and years, go right to the top. That's Tommy Pennington, as he has taken care of so many folks getting into and out of homes. If you need advice on any real estate need, Tommy Pennington can help you with that. It's nice to deal with somebody that you know, somebody that's trusted, and somebody that's local. And Tommy Pennington checks all those boxes from his office right here in Southlake. And of course, he's a good friend of the Dragons, good friend of our broadcast for many years. See him online at calltommy.com. Again, a good crowd tonight here at the stadium, as they have every other row seating, with 50% capacity. And as far as the home side, field mostly up, still a few seats down on each end. Haltom actually brought a pretty good crowd across the way. Such a great story. You know, Haltom was just downtrodden for so long.
Oh, yeah.
And then Jason Tucker took over, took over and really has turned things around. Sixth punt of the night for the Buffaloes. Villavicencio puts the right foot into it and will kick it into Dragon territory. Hits inside the 40 down to the 35, and they let it roll. And it'll be killed at that point. A 36-yard punt. Johnny Smith-Ryder touches it down, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons with 26 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Carroll on top, a score of 35-7. So let's see what Riley Dodge will dial up here, as he's got no timeouts left and 26 seconds. Essentially, you'd think, of course, now remember, it's not like the pros where the clock keeps running on first downs. They stop with first downs here. So if you get 10 yards, you get the team right back to the line of scrimmage. You've got downs to play with. You can spike if needed.
Means you can still use the middle of the football field. As long as you get across 10 yards and pick up the first down, you can hustle up, get your people up, and get to the line of scrimmage and snap the next one off without the clock running at all.
Sampson and Maryland are going to be lined up to the left side. Maryland lined up in a wing set. It's going to be Hosey and Boyd, short side to the right. As now they switch Maryland back over to the right side and set 2 receivers to the left as well. There comes the quarterback. Holden rolling out to his left on 1st and 10, goes all the way to the boundary, and he runs out of bounds. Couldn't find a receiver. He'll get just a yard, and the clock runs down to 20 seconds to go. Nobody open there for Carroll.
Good decision by Hunter Holden. A couple streaks down the field. R.J. Maryland and Landon Sampson, but defensive backs for the Buffaloes running stride for stride with him. He was wanting Will Hosey to turn upfield, but Will didn't do anything, so Holden elects to keep the football and get out of bounds.
2nd down 8, Carroll from its 37-yard line. Dragons up 35-7, 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Snap it to Holden. Quick pass caught to Landon Sampson out at the 40, right on the Dragons sideline. He gets to the 41. The gain of 4 is Bryson Hicks, and Alfredo Gonzalez combining to bump him out of bounds.
Just a curl route along the sideline. Safe, easy play. Defensive backs for the Buffaloes are playing off, so that's going to be there right now as they can stay patient and continue to move down the field chunk by chunk.
16 seconds left here in the first half. 3rd down and 4 for the Dragons from the 41-yard line. And the quick pass to Sampson over on the left boundary is caught at the 45, and he's got the first down and goes out of bounds, eating up only 4 more seconds. They're down to 12 seconds on the clock, so the Dragons are shooting up the field oh so slowly. I'm not sure how many more pass plays they have left, I should say, before potentially getting in Joe McFadden field goal range. They need to get down probably to about the 35, I would think, give them a realistic shot.
Same play again, just a little curl route and get it to the outside. Haltom taking the deep ball away, got everybody backed off about 7-8 yards in the secondary. And they're going to be content with giving up that underneath pass.
Boyd and Hosey right. Sampson to the left. Maryland lines up in a wing to this side. Holden is going to throw over the middle. The pass is going to be through the hands of the intended receiver at the 40-yard line. It was Brady Boyd who couldn't haul it in. The Minnesota commit let that one slip out of his mitts. Aaron Ellis was in the coverage. And we're down to 7 seconds to go here in the first half. And Carroll facing a 2nd down and 10. So in this case, just kind of throw it as far as you can and see what happens.
It's a very rare sighting. They needed that one right there. Brady Boyd comes across on the in route and unable to catch that one.
Here's the snap to Holden. He's going to wind it up deep down the left side. Passes underthrown, intercepted. Johnny Smith-Ryder with running room. Back to the 35, to the 40. Right sideline to the 50. Dragon territory to the 40, but he stepped out of bounds, and that will bring the first half to its conclusion. Hunter Holden with his 2nd INT of the half, but he engineers the Dragons to 35 points through the first 2 quarters. Halftime here at Dragon Stadium, Class 6A. Division I playoff action. We're in the by-district round. Carroll 35 and Haltom 7. Stick around. Special guest coming up on the Dragon Halftime Report, brought to you by the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass Real Estate. We'll have that, and of course Ryan Medellin and Dragon Sports Central. So don't you go away. Dragon football, driven by Park Place Dealerships, continues after this timeout.
Ever tried to get somebody on the phone at a big bank? I'm Ryan Skelly with DragonMortgages.com, and getting a mortgage is more than just a rate. When you get your home loan or refinance through me, you get my cell phone number so you can reach me anytime, even during Dragon football games. Get pre-approved in minutes by going to DragonMortgages.com.
Go Dragons!
City Bank Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 439822.
If you have kids, you know how quickly a normal activity can come to a screeching halt. Whether it's fever, vomiting, or something else, you're thinking, how bad is it? Head to Complete Care, located close by in Southlake. You can bring your family here anytime, 24/7, even on holidays. Dr. Jeff Peebles and his team of ER doctors and nurses will treat you and your family just like his own. Complete Care Southlake. Get in, get out, get back to life.
Texas Gun Experience has become the preferred gun range for thousands. Now it's your turn. Enjoy a high-end experience with down-home pricing. Texas Gun Experience is your one-of-a-kind, one-stop shop shooting destination. From range time to retail, training to events, our TGE family is here to help. And have you heard about the Blade Bar? The perfect spot for any knife enthusiast. Located on Main Street in Grapevine, visit today and see why so many now call Texas Gun Experience home.
Mustang Elite Car Wash in Grapevine has the most loyal customers in town. To reward all of you who've allowed us to keep your car sparkling clean for years, Mustang Elite offers our loyalty club. Just sign up and receive exclusive email specials on special deals only for our loyalty club members. Accrue points and earn rewards toward your next car wash. Mustang Elite Car Wash near Dragon Stadium on Highway 26 across from Sam's Club and Walmart. We're your car's best friend.
Welcome to the Dragons Halftime Report, brought to you by the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass Real Estate, serving Southlake and the Metroplex. Tommy Pennington at Compass, online at calltommy.com. Now, back to the stadium for the Dragons Halftime Report.
At the intermission, the Carroll Dragons lead the Haltom Buffaloes here in Class 6A Division I by-district football action, 35-7 at Dragon Stadium on a cool, damp night. Dragons trying to punch a ticket into round 2 next week against the Permian Montwood winner. So we welcome you to the Tommy Pennington Halftime Report, brought to you by Tommy Pennington at calltommy.com. As promised, a very special guest. Is big news in the Southlake area and the Southlake city, and of course the Carroll ISD over the last month or so, and kind of culminating today when the final move was made as the school board unanimously approved Dr. Lane Ledbetter is the new superintendent of the Carroll ISD, and he joins us right here in the booth. Dr. Ledbetter, thank you so much for the time. How exciting has this last month been?
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the opportunity. It's been an exciting last few months going through the process, and then, of course, today with finalizing everything. It's an exciting time for us, for me, for my family and my kids to have an opportunity to come back to Carroll ISD, where I think I mentioned it this morning during the board meeting. I hadn't even really thought about it, but I think we moved here back in 1979. I started third grade here and then graduated from Carroll High School, and then, of course, moved away and taught, and then I went into administration in some other districts. So it's exciting to come back and serve a community that really served me early on and, kind of laid the foundation for me and built a lot of characteristics in me and that kind of thing going through the school district many, many years ago. So it's an exciting time for us.
Kind of take us through the process of how it worked out. Of course, you've been successful everywhere you've gone, most recently at Midlothian where you were the superintendent. The move to come here, what went into that? Was it an easy decision for you?
Well, I'll tell you, it's Midlothian ISD has been great for us, been great for my family, and it was obviously a very difficult decision. However, when we, after about a year or two in Midlothian, things were going great. We were very involved in the community. My kids were very invested in the schools there. At the time, I have 3 kids, and so, of course, they were very involved in Midlothian schools. But my wife and I talked about it, and we felt like that was, where we wanted to stay long term, and that was going to be our home for a while, and our kids were going to graduate from there. In fact,
2020 Carroll Dragon Marching Band and the Emerald Bells Trophy. Emerald Bell's premier level sponsors are Avekias Medical Centers, Soul Automotive, Ambition Dance Productions, and Profit Equity. 4 of the Dragon Band Gold Plus sponsors are Frost Bank, Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans and Vic McLean, Hyphen Solutions, and Tommy Pennington Group at Compass. Made it to the quarterfinals of America's Got Talent Season 14 and have also been guest performers on the Kelly Clarkson Show, Good Morning Texas, and halftime performers for the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Mavericks. The Emerald Bells are under the direction of Melissa Page and assisted by Catherine Doe Brown. Officers for the Emerald Bells are Captain Aspen Meadows, First Lieutenants Tara Butler and Emma Fraga. Senior Lieutenants are Amelia Davidson. Junior Lieutenants are Riley Ash, Callahan Clark, Kate Coates, and Hannah Eads. The hashtag Be Kind, Be a Bell this week is Sydney Craig. And the girl of the week this week is Junior Riley Ash. Tonight, the Emerald Bells will be performing a high kick routine to the hit made famous by the Kingsmen. Here's Louie Louie. for the Emerald Bells. The Carroll Dragon Band is under the field direction of drum majors Carter Doty, Maddie Cleespees, Libby McTaggart, and Megan Wolf. The Dragon Band is directed by Ken Johnson, Philip Jones, David Lown, John Maynard, and the color guard directors is James Thomas. The assistant director for color guard is Melissa Metal, and for percussion, Jenna Del Cristo. The band girl of the week is Riley Wolf. The band boy of the week is Hutton Seltzer. The leader of the week is Chris Estridge. The section of the week is the trombone. Guard members of the week are Molly Kress and Meg Silloway. Okay, Dragon fans, you know what time it is. It's Dragon playoff time. And that means it's time to get on your feet and put your hands to the beat. Clap along as over 300 students from the Carroll Dragon Marching Band, the Emerald Bells, the JV Bells, the Carroll Crew, and the varsity and JV cheerleaders all bust their moves while that Dragon drumline lays down their trash can grooves. And now here it is, in Dragon football playoff tradition, the 2020 one-of-a-kind, student-designed halftime dance party, Liz! right, Dragon fans, stay on your feet. Be loud and proud. It's time for the Carroll Dragon Spell Out. Ladies and gentlemen, the Carroll Band program has a proud tradition of excellence. The Winter Guard is a frequent WGI regional champion as well as two-time WGI championship finalist. Carroll Indoor Percussion consistently medals at local and regional competitions, and they were the 2016 NTCA Open Class champions. The Jazz Orchestra is a 5-time finalist at the prestigious
Hunter Holden to Mr. Touchdown, R.J. Maryland, and the Dragons lead at 13-7.
5 plays, 88 yards, 14-7 Dragons. If you thought that was a big play, just wait. 2:18 to go in the opening frame. Haltom would lose momentum on the following drive and be forced to punt from their own 38. Dragons from their own 16, and all it took was one play to extend the lead.
As a handoff up the middle, big running room, there goes Owen Allen. He's to the 50, he's to the 40, right sideline, inside the 20, he's to the 10, touchdown Carroll Dragons. Owen Allen goes 84 yards, and Carroll extends its lead to 20-7.
McFadden's PAT good. One play, 84 yards, and a candidate for our Southlake Jewelers play of the game. Family owned and operated. They're the oldest jeweler in Southlake. And hey, guess what? If you didn't know, Christmas is coming soon, and Southlake Jewelers is your home for diamond studs and diamond tennis bracelets. Trust me, husbands, your wives will love it, or your girlfriends, or just anybody who loves diamonds. Everybody loves diamonds. After that, penalties plaguing the ensuing drive for Haltom. That coupled with a stout Dragon defense proving difficult for Buffalo. Progress and have to punt from their own 6. Dragons start with the ball within striking distance at the Haltom 33. 2 plays later, the ground attack providing the payoff.
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Snap, again an RPO look, but they hand it off up the middle. Owen Allen into the end zone. Touchdown, 20 yards on a quick burst for Allen. 84 a moment ago, 20 here, and the Dragons extend the lead to 27-7.
2 plays, 33 yards, 28-7 Carroll, 8:28 left in the half. Dragons defense absolutely dominating at this point, able to force yet another punt, the 6th of the night from Haltom territory. They get the ball at the Buffalo 25, and you guessed it, 2 plays later, again, Carroll back on the board.
Snap to Hunter Holden, 4 in the pattern, looks for the post, over the middle, pass is going to be caught. It's a touchdown. Landon Sampson, as he picked it on the pass right to the goal line, beat his defender, and the Dragons extended to 34-7.
2 plays, 24 yards, Dragons on top, 35-7 with 5 minutes left in the half. That would about do it for the first half action. Dragons leading the Buffaloes 35-7 from Dragon Stadium in Southlake. Coming up next on the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass Real Estate halftime show here in Dragon Sports Central, we go back to Dragon Stadium in Southlake and hook up with Chuck and Justin for second half action. Dragon football, driven by Park Place Lexus and Park Place Jaguar Land Rover, will return on the other side.
Enjoy Southwest and American-style cuisine served in a casual, energetic atmosphere at Red Rock Canyon Grill in Southlake. Conveniently located at the corner of Southlake Boulevard and Kimball, Red Rock is perfect for the whole family. Your mouth will water at the smell of rotisserie chicken roasting over an open fire. The Texas stuffed poblano pepper and short-smoked North Coast salmon are also sure to please. Top off your evening with a slice of house-made key lime pie. View our menu online at redrockcanyongrill.com.
Dragon fans love to cheer on a winning team, and now they can feel that same excitement about their luxury dealership.
Park Place Lexus Grapevine.
Park Place Jaguar Land Rover DFW.
3 thrilling brands at 2 convenient locations where you'll always find an outstanding selection of Lexus, Jaguar, and Land Rover vehicles, along with a game-changing dealership experience. Because at Park Place, it's about more than exceptional cars. It's about making you feel comfortable, listening to your concerns, respecting your time, and putting your well-being first. It's true whether you're shopping for a new car in their safe and sanitary showrooms or starting your purchase online. And whether you're bringing your car in for service or scheduling pickup and delivery right to your door. That's the care and attention that makes Park Place feel like your place. And why, no matter which vehicle you cheer for,
Jaguar,
Lexus,
Land Rover,
you know you've got a winning team on your side. Learn more at parkplace.com.
At Gateway Church, we're all about people. And during this time, we're continuing to connect with purpose, worship with passion, live in unity, embrace the next generation, and gather together. Whether you're meeting with us in person or joining us online, we are Gateway Together. To find a location near you or connect with us online, visit gatewaypeople.com. That's gatewaypeople.com.
Halftime here at Dragon Stadium. Carroll leading Haltom by a score of 35-7. Well, we told you we had a special guest, Dr. Ledbetter. That was actually the first half. Another special guest here at the intermission is our very own Ryan Skelly of Dragon Mortgages, who we had slated to drop in, and he is here right now. And Ryan, we want to say thanks for joining the Dragon broadcast this year. You're probably a busy guy with the way mortgage business is right now, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a very good year.
Well, tell us about Dragon Mortgages. What can you do to help people in the Southlake community?
So, Chuck, we're part of Citibank Mortgage here in Southlake. It's a Texas bank. Texas Bank's been around for 80 years. We've got a really great team. We've got 9 people. And, I think I've talked to you about this before. We just take a little bit different approach. We think that getting a mortgage is more than just a rate. And, in a world right now where you can get anything, on your phone, push a button, food shows up. Some mortgage companies, they promote the same thing. But to us, it's personal finance, right? Everybody's got different goals and desires, so we like to just really visit with people. That's why we do so much in the community, because it's all about relationships. And so right now, everybody has probably seen headlines that interest rates are so low. But what they don't connect is that can really change some things in your family life. We have people that are saving $1,000 a month. That's just free money sitting on the table because their interest rate was so high and now they're so low.
Wow. Well, that's something I need to look into. Now, how have you made yourself, you go online, dragonmortgages.com. You're the guy that's connecting with so many people here in Southlake. What is your strategy with that?
We've just been in this community for 16 years, Chuck, and so it's kind of a natural thing. Have a lot of friends, young kids in school. I've got twin girls that are 11 and a son who's 8. And so you just look around and there's such great people here, and you trust them, they trust you, right? And everything's word of mouth. And that's how we get probably 70% of our business. And so that's a huge, I can say nothing but thank you to those people that they trust me, and then they send their sister or their neighbor or their mother. And that's just how our brand has grown, and it's really been organic. We do a lot with the schools, so people see our name that way. And we're blessed. We're thankful.
What brought you into the business in Southlake to do it, and what has made you, such a part of the community?
Well, actually, I moved here 16 years ago in the oil and gas business. I was in the mortgage business up north, and I had a unique opportunity to come here and work with XTO Energy and ExxonMobil. And a handful of years ago, they tried to move me to Houston. And like Dr. Ledbetter was saying, this is one of the places you don't want to leave, or you'd come back to if you had the opportunity. And so we decided that we prayed a lot, and we knew that going to Houston just wasn't for us. And that's when I got back in the business and leveraged my relationships. And I've been so happy that we were able to stay here, make the friends we have, and again, just word of mouth through those trusted relationships.
So people that are listening right now, there's somebody there that says, I need help with a mortgage. I need something. I need advice. Tell them what they need to hear right now.
Yeah, so dragonmortgages.com is obviously how you get in touch with me. But, we did a little poll, my wife and I, with some of our friends the other day. And they didn't
they did not relate the word refinance with mortgage. And for me, who does it every day, all day, that's obviously what it is. But people just think, it's my home, I got a home loan, move on down the road. There's so much that can be done in your financial situation with your home. Like a lot of people, they sat here for a year in COVID looking at their backyard going, man, I wish I had a pool. Mm-hmm. Well, home values have skyrocketed. Interest rates are super low at 2.5%. We can loan you the money to buy the pool. And so a lot of people don't connect that just because it's not what they do every day, all day. And so building a house, a lot of people say, hey, I'd love to build our dream house, but I don't want to sell this house, then rent, and I just don't know how that's going to work. Well, we can get you into that new house while you live in this house with a construction loan.
Ryan Skelly, DragonMortgages.com. The thing that you said that just jumped out at me is you could save people $1,000 a month on your mortgage. Crazy.
Quite possible.
Well, I certainly would suggest they look into that. Ryan, second half starting. Thank you so much for the time and the visit.
Appreciate you, Chad.
Thank you for supporting Dragon football.
Go Dragons.
Ryan Skelly of Dragon Mortgage as we get set to start the second half, and Joe McFadden will put it through the end zone like he always does, and it will be the Haltom Buffaloes starting first and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Carroll on top 35-7. Our first half statistics brought to you by Penninger Ford and Associates. Carroll 400 total yards and 13 first downs. Carroll with 220 yards on the ground, 180 through the air. Haltom 104 yards total and 6 first downs, 65 yards rushing, 39 yards passing. The turnover count, 3 turnovers by the Dragons, none by Haltom. That maybe has helped keep this one a little bit closer. It's on first down from the 25. A.J. Reynolds, the sophomore, gets a handoff and is knocked down for a loss of a couple by Max Reyes and Benicio Porras. For the Dragons, Hunter Holden, 9 of 13, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions in the first half. R.J. Maryland, 2 catches, 124 yards and a touchdown. Landon Sampson, 4 catches, 32 yards and a touchdown. Owen Allen has rumbled for 191 yards on 10 carries and 3 TDs. For Haltom, quarterback Jace Washington, 3 of 4 for 39 yards. He lines up in the shotgun right now on second down and 10 from the 23. Second and 12, rather. Rolls out to his left, throws to the sideline, and at the boundary, the pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Devin Ramirez-Powell. A freshman receiver, Cinque Williams, was in the coverage for the Dragons. Again, Haltom without a whole lot of yardage in the first half, only 104 yards, so not much in the individual category. Felipe Reyes, 3 carries for 23 yards. Rayleigh, 4 for 19 and a touchdown. Washington carried 10 times for 15 yards. Again, those numbers brought to you by Penninger Ford and Associates here in Southlake. Haltom 2 of 8 on third down tries. They've got a 3rd and 12 staring them in the face from their own 23. Just underway, third quarter. Dragons on top, 35-7. Carroll in the green over black with a white headgear. Haltom in the all whites with the orange numerals and the black trim. And a timeout is called before they snap the play, I think, as the whistle blew.
Game on the offense, number 1, 5-yard penalty.
Well, Haltom perhaps wished there was a timeout call, but they're going to take the delay of game, and 3rd down and 12 becomes 3rd and 17. And, Justin, this has been the story of the entire game. I don't think I've once said Haltom had a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
Right, it's been 3rd and 15, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13. Just haven't been able to get anything going on the ground. They've wanted to run right up the middle, and Marquette Seaton, the rest of this Dragon defense doing a great job on 1st and 2nd down.
Again, really no receiving core for Jace Washington to pick from as he goes back to throw after the shotgun snap, and he'll fire it over on the left sideline, right sideline, and it's to the Dragon bench, and it's incomplete. Looking there for Keenan Rayleigh, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Max Reyes is there. Just to illustrate the point, Jace Washington, the quarterback, has 24 receptions on the year. He is the leading receiver on this team. Of the guys that we've seen there tonight, Hunter Villavicencio has 8 catches coming into the game. Keenan Rayleigh has 8 catches coming into the game, and A.J. Reynolds 11 out of the backfield. That's less than the quarterback basically on his own.
Well, they can't scheme him out at quarterback, right?
Yep.
Put the ball in his hands.
Villavicencio with his 7th punt of the night. He will put it in the air, short kick that'll be fielded by Will Hosey at the 44-yard line in Haltom territory. And Carroll, again, will start with fantastic field position. 3rd time they'll start in Haltom's side of the 50 with 10:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and the Dragons on top 35-7. Again, black pants, blonde hair, thing of the playoffs. The Dragons have that in vogue as they come to the line of scrimmage from the 44-yard line.
One receiver lined up to the near side is Sampson. It'll be Hosey, Maryland, and Boyd all to the right. Owen Allen in the backfield alongside the quarterback, Holden. From the 44, here's the snap. Holden throws quickly. Caught. Sampson has it. Left boundary, and at the Dragon bench, he's out of bounds after a gain of 3 to the 42-yard line. Bryson Hicks, the senior quarterback, was there for Haltom.
Like we saw at the end of the first half, Haltom DB's playing off, and just a simple curl route by the outside receiver, Landon Sampson. Hunter Holden does a good job finding him, getting a decent gain there on first down.
From the 42-yard line, here's the snap to Holden on 2nd and 7. Throws this one. Caught down at the 23-yard line. It is Sampson who will get inside the 25, down to the 21-yard line. A gain of 21 yards and a Dragon first down. Johnny Smith-Ryder, Bryson Hicks on the tackle.
Great job there by Landon Sampson, tracking that ball all the way. Ball thrown a little bit behind him on the post route, but Landon Sampson, it'll settle down, grab a big catch there on 2nd down.
First down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Handoff goes, no, it's Holden who's going to keep it inside the 20 to the 10. Touchdown, Dragons. Hunter Holden, 21 yards. Faked me out, faked a lot of the defense out as he skated right into the end zone, and the Dragons now lead it 41-7.
Excellent time, play call that time. Hunter Holden with the best decision all night. Everybody's crashing down on Owen Allen, expecting him to get the football. He ran for 195 in the first half, but Hunter decides to keep that one, gets around the right-hand edge, and scoots on into the end zone.
PAT to come from Joe McFadden, brought to you by the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass Real Estate. As McFadden splits the uprights, 10:01 to go third quarter. The Dragons pushing this one out. It's Carroll 42 and Haltom 7. Dragon football driven by Park Place Lexus and Park Place Jaguar Land Rover continues in a moment.
Hello, Dragon fans. Mike Mills here. For the past 20-plus years, my firm, Mills Wealth Advisors, has served the Dragon community. If this COVID crisis is causing you to question your investment strategy or fear the political uncertainty, we are here to help provide a second opinion, review your investment strategy, or create a financial plan that will help provide confidence and clarity in the face of today's uncertainty. If we can help you, please give us a call or check us out online at millswealthadvisors.com. Go Dragons!
Everyone at Berkey's loves watching the Carroll Dragons dominate, and Berkey's is a proud sponsor of the Carroll ISD. Just like the Dragons, Berkey's services can't be beat. Jeff Cox here, president of Berkey's Plumbing, AC, and Electrical. Upgrade to a new electrical panel with a limited lifetime warranty for as low as 73 cents a day. Call us today at 877-BERKEY's or visit us at Berkeys.com. Go Dragons, protect the tradition.
Berkey's, we're there when you need us.
42-7 Dragons, 3 plays, 44 yards, 54 seconds on the scoring drive. Brought to you by fifth quarter performance as Joe McFadden bangs the kickoff through the back of the end zone. And Haltom will start at its 25. Hunter Holden, that 21-yard touchdown run. 4 scoring drives for the Dragons tonight, less than a minute. How about that? Fifth quarter performance reminds you to be elite, be strong, and get the technique you need to perform on the field. Fifth quarter performance. Well, Haltom's offense back out on the field from the 25-yard line. That will scrimmage, now trailing 42-7 as quarterback Jace Washington, the Navy commit, waiting on the snap out of the gun, back at the 25-yard line. 2 receivers left, one to the right. He'll hand it off. Up the middle goes the tailback on the play, Reynolds, and he will get out to the 29. A gain of 4, Barrett Baker on the stop for the Dragons. Well, Justin, this Haltom team, overmatched coming in. We talked about the personnel that they have. They have, of course, Washington, who is a big-timer quarterback. Reynolds, a good running sophomore, and a great offensive line. And, of course, you look at the back end on defense, Johnny Smith-Ryder, that great safety. But, a lot of other fellas still in the building stages. This is the program on the way up as they're going to hand it off again to Reynolds, and he'll bash out across the 30 out to the 33, a gain of 4.
It's been a tough night tonight for the Buffaloes, but the program as a whole, 3 out of the last 4 years. You mentioned Haltom being in the playoffs. That was kind of an uncommon thing to be said prior to Coach Tucker being there, right?
Was it ever?
He's completely changed the dynamics, and the kids are believing, they're buying into what they want to do or what Coach Tucker and his staff want to do, and his staff has been with him the whole time since he's been there, and that's a huge positive for Haltom.
3rd down 2, they snap it to Washington. He tries to get the lead block, and he can't even get a yard as he's stopped at the 33, and they'll have to punt that away. They try to load up that entire line and run behind him. Of course, we mentioned that Coach Tucker, his son Jackson Tucker, a 3-year starter at left tackle. Jackson's sister, Haley, a star athlete as well, volleyball, track, and a wrestler of all things. A little bit of athletic talent.
And she's also number 1 in her class also.
As a junior. That's right.
Go.
He's number 1 as a senior. She's number 1 as a junior. That's crazy good. 4th down and 2 from the 33-yard line. 8th punt of the game. High snap via Vicencio pulls it down. Dragons had a good rush by Mason Graw, but the kick away, and it'll be taken at the 33 on the run. Back comes Hosey to the 40, and he gets to the 41-yard line. 36-yard punt, 10 on the return, and Jesse McGee on the stop for the Haltom Buffaloes. Dragon football tonight brought to you by Mike Mills and Mills Wealth Advisors. Call Mills Wealth Advisors for all your investment or financial planning, 401ks, IRAs, trust, you name it. They can help you. They have big city capabilities with small town relationships. No gimmicks, no guarantees, just great planning. They can help you focus on your tomorrow today. See them online at millswealthadvisors.com. Mike Mills, one of the good guys you'll ever meet. 1st down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Dragons with the football going from right to left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the snap to Holden. He'll ride the running back Allen through and get out to the 44-yard line. Gain of a couple on the play. Actually, it was Cannon Katie who carried that football. Beg your pardon.
Little change of pace back there. You got Owen Allen, got a little bit more speed than Katie. Katie's the bulldozer of the two and goes right up the middle, picks up the hard 3 yards there on that carry.
2nd down, going to hand it off, running play again. Katie as they'll get across the 50, into the open 40, looking for a block, gets to the Haltom 30, 25, down to the 20, and he's tackled there. A 36-yard burst for Cannon Katie, who had an MCL sprain earlier in the year, but has been running well the last couple of games. 6'1", 220, and when he gets it rumbling, he can get it going. Glory Lulu on the tackle for the Buffaloes.
Really patient run there, gets kind of stopped right at the line of scrimmage, bounces to the outside, lets his receivers get upfield, and makes a little head move on a safety, gets to the inside and drags the defender with him about 6 yards before he's brought down.
Harrison Moore in to block here on the heavy package for the Dragons. They'll line up Maryland as a tight end to the left side. Moore in as an extra blocker as Carroll lines up in a running formation on 1st and 10 for the 21. Snap and Holden. They're going to throw one-on-one, right side toward the end zone. The leap and the catch is made. Touchdown Dragons. Brady Boyd went up and got it, and the Dragons extend the lead to 48-7.
Hunter Holden recognizes the man-to-man coverage on the outside. Brady Boyd matched up against the senior 6', 350-pound cornerback for the Buffaloes, Cameron Fields, and just throws a high arcing little rainbow, and Brady Boyd able to go up and high point the football, get that one, and get his feet inbounds for the touchdown right in front of the pylon.
Point after for Joe McFadden, brought to you by the Tommy Pennington Group at Compass Real Estate. PAT is good, and we've got a timeout, 6:53 to go, quarter number 3. The Dragons 49 and the Buffaloes 7. Dragon football driven by Park Place Lexus. Park Place Jaguar Land Rover continues after this timeout.
This is Angela Bowers inviting you to visit Southlake Dermatology, which serves patients throughout the Metroplex. We recommend always using a zinc oxide sunscreen such as Elta MD and utilizing HelioCare, which is a sun protective pill. We have seen the incidence of skin cancers on the rise, including melanoma, which is the most harmful type. With yearly skin checks, we will be able to find skin cancer much earlier. Read a bit more about skin cancer and sunscreen options online at southlakedermatology.com.
Hi, this is Dr. David Hunter from Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery. There's a reason dental implants have become one of the most popular procedures in dentistry. They work. In the past, a missing tooth was usually masked by a bridge or partial. Just like their name implies, these are partial solutions. Today, a dental implant provides a long-term tooth replacement solution, just like your natural teeth. Dental implants, just one more way you can keep your smile and your teeth for life. Visit ntfos.com to learn more.
Dragons on top, 6:53 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll do a scoring drive. It's a kickoff by Joe McFadden, as always, through the end zone. Haltom will start for its 25 after the touchback. 3 plays, 59 yards, minute 14 seconds. Boyd, 21-yard reception from Hunter Holden, who's now 12 of 16 for 224 yards in the game and 3 touchdowns. 5th quarter performance. Dragons being trained by former Dragons. Joined today and become the next great lineman thanks to fifth quarter performance. Let's check down to the sidelines, brought to you by Patriot Mobile. Here's Travis.
Well, that touchdown from Brady Boyd, he has caught a touchdown in every game he's played this year, which has only been 5 games due to injury. You take it back to last year, that's 9 games in a row with a touchdown for Brady Boyd.
Oh, a great note, Trav. Here's a handoff on 1st and 10. Goes to A.J. Reynolds. Will get 6 yards up the gut out to the 31. There's also a marker down. Alan Kleiman was on the tackle for the Dragons.
Great job by Kleiman feeling the hole that time. I was waiting. I thought the official was about to say what he was going to say about the call. I was giving him time. Great job by Kleiman filling the hole there.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 25. 15 yards is added to the end of the run. It's an automatic first down. That's number 25's first unsportsmanlike foul.
Barrett Baker getting a little bit aggressive there. Pierce transfer.
I don't mind it on the defensive side of the football. You got to play with some aggression.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're a linebacker. What else would you say?
I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you get called for it.
You're like, attaboy. 1st and 10 for the 46-yard line. For Washington, quick pass out in the flat. It goes to Villavicencio. He tries to spin away from a Dragon defender at the 50, and he'll actually get to the Carroll 48-yard line. It's a gain of 6 yards on the play before Parker Schneiders makes the stop for Carroll.
Good pitch and catch there between Washington and Villavicencio, and even better tackle by Parker Schneiders that time. Little head fake, got caught on that, but able to make up for it, wrapped up around the waist, and gets the tall receiver Villavicencio down to the ground.
So Schneiders in the game for the Dragons at a quarterback position. Reyes still in over the other side. I'm starting to sprinkle in a few of the second teamers now as it's 2nd down and 4 from the 48-yard line, and they'll give it on a running play to Reynolds, and he will get inside the 40 and have the first down as he gets all the way to the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7 yards on the play. Actually, they mark it back at the 41. I'm sorry. It's 7 yards, and it will be good for the first down.
Good tough run there for the sophomore A.J. Reynolds as he gets to the line of scrimmage, trying to look for the open hole, but that got closed up really quickly by Tristan Stokes. Defensive end for the Dragons gave a big hit there to knock the sophomore tailback for the Buffaloes, Reynolds, down to the ground.
Remember, Haltom lost at center Julian Campos, who's probably the toughest and nastiest offensive lineman on that team in the first half, and they've had to reshuffle their line as they'll hand it off to A.J. Reynolds for a gain of 1, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. Marquette Seaton on the tackle for the Dragons. So they've now got Jackson Tucker at the left tackle position, Chago Gonzalez, the big fella, over at left guard. They've moved Major Barkley from guard to center. And then Xander Clay, the sophomore, is now the right guard, and the right tackle is Troy Gomez. So that's the front now for Haltom, playing without its sitter. That's always tough when you take that out of the lineup. 4:50 to go, clock running here in the third quarter. Dragons on top 49-7. In motion goes Rayleigh around the left side, and they're going to hand him the football, and he tries to find running room, but has a whole bunch of Dragons waiting for him at the 38-yard line. He'll get a gain of a yard. Seaton, who's been in on a bunch of tackles tonight, helping out Cade Parks, and that'll bring up a 3rd down situation. They're going to need about 7.
Great job with the eyes there from the defense. They pulled the left tackle, left guard back around, but they ran the football from the right to the left, and normally that doesn't happen. So great eyes there from Baker, and defensive front locating the football, trying to find Keenan Rayleigh's not easy. 5'5" sophomore.
2 for 10 on 3rd down tries as Washington's going to load up and go deep down the right side, and that pass is going to be caught down at the 5-yard line. It was Hunter Villavicencio who went up and pulled it down. They're going to say he's out at the 7, but a 33-yard strike from Washington to Villavicencio.
And it was an high arcing throw, put a lot of air underneath that football. Let Hunter Villavicencio use his height advantage, 6'3" versus the smaller Parker Schneiders, 5'7", 165-pound corner, and Villavicencio wins that battle.
First down and goal to go for Haltom from the 6-yard line. Here is Rayleigh coming in motion to the right, and they give it on a running play to Reynolds straight up the gut, and he gets inside the 5-yard line, down around the 3. Give him 3 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goals. Baker again on the tackle for the Dragons. Alan Kleiman also in there as well.
Xander Clay pulls around from the right guard position and able to get up onto the linebacker and allows Reynolds a little bit of wiggle room to get through the hole, gain 3-4 yards on that carry.
Clock running under 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Dragons on top 49-7. As the Buffaloes will put 2 receivers wide to the left, 1 short side right in the backfield. Reynolds along the quarterback, Washington, takes the snap, tries to keep, and the Dragons collapse on him, and he gets knocked down back at the 4-yard line. Might lose the half yard on that play.
Dragons have just been selling out against the run. What they're doing almost every snap, you'll see somebody coming off the edge, and they're going down to the tailback. So what they're wanting to do there is force Washington to either keep the football, but if he does that, then they've got a spy that's kind of sitting and waiting for Washington. So Washington is in a tough spot. Either decision he makes, it's not going to be the right one.
So now a 3rd down and goal to go for Haltom at the Carroll 4-yard line. They set up a blocker to the left side and hand it off. It's A.J. Reynolds getting his head down toward the end zone. He's digging, and he is close. No official indication just yet. And now they say touchdown, Haltom Buffaloes. A 4-yard plunge by A.J. Reynolds, the cousin of Captain America, Johnny Smith Ryder, out of the defensive backfield. And a guy who's had a couple of big yardage games this year. Reynolds puts him in the end zone, and it's now 49-13.
Just another physical run right up the gut. Not having a lot of success getting to the outside, and runs right up the middle that time, does Reynolds, and able to get the ball across the goal line.
Here's the PAT, Hunter Villavicencio, brought to you by the Tommy Painting Roof and Compass Real Estate. We'll get to break as quick as we can. 2:38 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Dragons 49, Haltom 14. More after this timeout.
Feed Store Barbecue in Southlake has the most delicious hickory smoked barbecue around, with brisket, pulled pork, signature ribs, and fresh cooked sides. Did you know? Feed Store also serves up specialty items like big bowl salads, Papa Bill's burgers, fresh fried catfish, chicken fried steak, and everyone's favorite burnt ends. Feed Store Barbecue on Whitechapel Boulevard in Southlake, or online at feedstorebbq.com.
All-Star Orthopedics is proud to be the official orthopedic and sports medicine providers for the Carroll Dragons. When rest and ice aren't enough, come see one of our board-certified physicians, like Dragons team doctor and orthopedic surgeon Dr. Mark Greenberg. We offer conservative treatment plans for a variety of ailments affecting the shoulders, arms, legs, back, and neck to help get you back in the game. Call 817-421-5000. That's 817-421-5000. Or visit allstarortho.com.
49-14, the Dragons, a successful night here at Dragon Stadium in Southlake. 2:38 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The scoring drive brought to you by 5th Quarter Performance. 8 plays, 75 yards, taking 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Reynolds the 4-yard touchdown run. And the kickoff's going to be punched high in the air, and Hayden Webb is going to reach up with a fair catch and take it. And the Dragons will have it down around their 30-yard line. Carroll football tonight is brought to you by Gateway Church, reminding you that Gateway Cars is a ministry helping give used vehicles to those most in need. Donating your vehicle to Gateway Cars could change a life. When considering your year-end tax-deductible giving, visit gatewaycars.org to find out how easy it is to donate, gift a vehicle, and give a second chance. Gateway can help you with that. Well, the second-team offense for the Dragons is in as Caden Anderson, the sophomore at quarterback, come into the game. Looks like Cade Wood is in as well in the backfield. We'll check the rest of the core up front as the Dragons leading 49-14, 2:38 to go here in the 3rd. And the handoff goes to Wood on 1st down. He'll break the line of scrimmage, get across the 30, out to the 31-yard line where Jesse McGee makes the tackle for the Buffaloes, a pickup of 4.
Cade Wood just keeping it on the ground, another tough run right up the gut, picking up 4 yards, but you're staying ahead of the chains, exactly what the Dragons want to do. As this clock winds down, keep moving the football, take your time, be patient, let the game clock and play clock start to wind down.
2nd down and 5 for the 2nd and 6, I should say, for the Dragons from the 32-yard line. 1 receiver short side to the left, 3 wide to the right. Quarterback Caden Anderson in the ballgame. We'll give you his numbers in a moment. It's handed off to Wood, and he gets met right at the line of scrimmage. In fact, loses about a yard on the play. McGee was in on the tackle for the Buffaloes. Well, let's check the wideout here for the Dragons and give you the receivers that are now into the ballgame as see who Caden Anderson has to pick from. Jake Willock is in. He's a junior who is lined up on the near side. One of 2 receivers, along with Will Hosey. He stays in the game. The Dragons don't have a full rotation of double receivers. They've got 2 wide to the right as well. as the quarterback, Anderson, ready to call 3rd down and 7 from the 31. Takes the snap, pressure coming off the edge, rolls out to his left. Going to have to turn and throw, and he dumps it into the Dragon bench. Pretty heads-up move there to get rid of the football for Anderson, who came into the game 6 of 10 for 69 yards on the year, a couple of touchdown passes and an interception.
He's got a bright future, too. He's a big kid, got a great arm, good legs, gets out to the outside that time. You'd probably want to see him hold on to the football, get down in bounds to where the clock continues to run, but tried to pick up a first down, get the ball to his receiver, unable to do so.
First punt of the game for Joe McFadden, who did not have a punt last week. So I hope he remembers how to do this. He gets the snap. Actually, that's Tyler White. That's not McFadden. That's White who's in there. And Tyler punts one down inside the 30, down to the 20, still rolling to the 19-yard line. It's a 50-yard punt for Tyler White, the holder and the punter for the Dragons, behind Joe McFadden. And a great job there by White, and Haltom will have it with 58 seconds to go here in the third quarter, trailing by a score of 49-14. Thanks to Dr. Greg Wright and Dr. Victoria Herron at Wright Smiles in Southlake at Whitechapel and Southlake Boulevard. If you haven't been by for a checkup, you need to do it right now. Don't let your teeth get bad with crowns and fillings and all those expensive things. Let Dr. Wright and Dr. Herron help you like they have me and my family for so many years. Dr. Wright and Dr. Herron welcoming new patients, again, at Whitechapel and Southlake Boulevard in Southlake. Online at wrightsmiles.com. On 1st and 10, A.J. Reynolds will get a plunge for about 3 yards on the play. Benny Porras on the stop for the Dragons. We're down to 40 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Called Benny Porras' name several times tonight. People might be asking, why is that? Mike linebacker doing an excellent job filling the hole, but defensive front all night long. This is the best game that they've had all year, not getting moved off the line of scrimmage, and that's allowing Benny Porras to run B-gap to C-gap and fill the hole, make a play.
2nd down and 7. Going to be another running play to Reynolds, and he will get across the line of scrimmage, the 23, probably where he's going to get just beyond that. Let's give him about a yard. Aiden Peel, the senior, on the tackle for the Dragons. Travis Keener also in. J. David Sparks and Mason Graw in at the safety positions for the Dragons. Got a lot of second-teamers in. We'll tell you more about it when we come back for the fourth quarter. As we're done with 3, it's Carroll 49, Haltom 14. Dragon football driven by Park Place Jaguar Land Rover. And Park Place Lexus continues after this timeout.
KWRD-FM, Highland Village. KLTY HD3, Arlington, Dallas, Fort Worth. Tune in, iHeart, or radio.com. This is The Word, 100.7 FM.
Hey, Dragon fans, Tommy Pennington at Compass here. Like the Carroll Dragons, my team understands it takes great fans to be a winner. I want to personally thank all of our Tommy Pennington Group fans for their loyalty and ongoing support. It's because of you we can continue to support our Dragon organizations every year. Please remember we love helping Dragon families with all of their real estate needs. I'm here to give you the best advice and to help you anytime. And my Dragon fans will tell you,
call Tommy.com.
When it comes to car repair, Christian Brothers Automotive Grapevine Southlake is here to make your life easier. Serving the Southlake and Grapevine areas, Christian Brothers Automotive is located right across from Baylor Grapevine off Highway 114. Enjoy our free shuttle service, complimentary vehicle pickup and drop-off service, and a 3-year or 36,000-mile warranty, whichever benefits you most. Experience excellent service done by skilled technicians. Give us a call or schedule a free courtesy inspection online at cbac.com/grapevine to experience the nice difference.
3rd down and 7 from the 23-yard line as we start the fourth quarter. A little dump-off pass to A.J. Reynolds, and he gets tripped up after a gain of 5 yards on the play. He needed 7 for the first down. It was Aiden Peel on the stop for the Dragons, and that'll bring up 4th down for Haltom as we go to quarter number 4. Carroll on top, 49-14. Let's check into Dragon Sports Central, see what's going on with Mr. Medellin after this punt, as Villavicencio standing back at his 15-yard line with his 9th punt of the night. I want to check in on that Permian game, see what's going on there. And let's see what else we might have. Is Villavicencio waiting on the snap. It's a low one. Scoops it up like a shortstop. Good job there. Gets the foot into it, and we'll get it into Dragon territory. And it gets inside the 40 to the 35. It'll be killed at the 33. It's a 39-yard punt. And the Dragons will have it with 11:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Now let's go to Dragon Sports Central. Here is Ryan.
Thank you, Chuck. Taking a close eye on things happening out versus Permian, taking on Franklin out of El Paso. Permian starting the second half with a 5-play, 61-yard drive. They lead 30-7. But wait, the Cougars, a 57-yard touchdown bomb, 30-14, 5:48 to go in the third quarter.
All right, thank you very much, Ryan. It's brought to you by Kincaid's Hamburgers. By the way, I went there last night. Kaylin had hockey practice. Coming back, what do you want? I'll take Kincaid's. Oh, my gosh, it was so good, that cheeseburger. And you know those fries. Love the crinkle-cut fries.
It's a great place.
Passed on the shake, though. That sounded great, but I didn't want to get that right after he had his cardio for the night. On 1st and 10 for the Dragons for the 33-yard line, Caden Anderson, the quarterback, hands off to Cade Wood for a yard. That'll get to the 34. You were about to say, Justin?
What's that?
Oh, I thought you had something a moment ago.
Oh, I wanted to talk about the screenplay and what a great job by Aiden Peel, but you wanted to check on the score of the Permian game, which that's also important, but I was excited for my fellow linebacker. Snuffed out the screen, made a big open field tackle to keep the ball carrier from getting the first down, but you wouldn't let me talk about it.
My question is, there's 22 people that start for Carroll. Do you see anybody but linebackers?
No.
Okay. Here's the snap to Anderson. Rolls around the left side. I like a man who tells the truth. He gets knocked down for no gain on the play, as it is Jesse McGee who's in there to knock him down for the Buffaloes.
Well, it's just a really challenging play for a linebacker who's manned up on a running back to make that open field tackle, and it was a really key play, right? Not that the game's kind of in reach right now for the Buffaloes, but it was a great play by the linebacker, Peel, to get the ball carrier to the ground. Open field tackles are not the easiest thing to do.
How much did you enjoy that visit at halftime with Dr. Lane Ledbetter, new superintendent?
He's a great guy. I'm super glad he is back here. The Ledbetter name, it rings through every pretty much Carroll hallway you can think of, and glad to have him back.
3rd down and 9. Here's Anderson handing it off to Cade Wood, and he'll go straight ahead for no gain on the play. So really, Riley Dodge has just pulled the plug on this offense the last two snaps, the last two possessions, I should say. It's very vanilla right now, and for the Dragons, they don't really mind. I mean, they just don't want to get anybody hurt, up 49-14.
Anderson's getting a workout after every snap. He's having to run over to Coach Dodge, get the play call, run back over, snap it, run the play.
Joey Mossberg, Jake Hall, Kinzer English, Caleb Lovelace, and let's see, who's the last one? Oh, Jack Cunningham, who we talked to after the game last week, on the line for the Dragons. Quickly, a Patriot Mobile sideline report. Travis?
Well, they're going to have to get a few more points on the board if they're going to keep up with their average of first-round playoff games. In the last 3 games, they're averaging 60 points a game.
Good gravy. Well, it's going to take them a bit to get there. 49 points in this one. And, again, no point spread, at least the ones that we know of in high school, so nothing to worry about there. Dragon football tonight brought to you by First Financial Bank. Smart choices, better banking with the bank that Newsweek said is the best bank in Texas. That's First Financial Bank. If you're looking for personalized hometown service, you go see Mark Jones and that group here in Southlake at Whitechapel and Southlake Boulevard, and they'll show you what hometown service is all about, as they've been my bank for many, many years and a proud sponsor of Carroll Dragon football. Thanks also to Dr. Ron Groves at Groves Orthodontics. Straight teeth, very important to have. And if you have a need for braces, there's been one fella in Southlake that's taken care of so many Dragon fans over the year. That's Dr. Ron Groves, located there by the Hobby Lobby, down at the far end of Southlake Boulevard. One office, one orthodontist, Dr. Ron Groves. Proud to bring you Dragon football. It's a 4th and 9 punt by Tyler White, who again puts the bomb into it, and he'll drop it down at the Haltom 26-yard line to Johnny Smith-Ryder, a 40-yard punt, and Haltom will take it. 8:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Dragons leading 49-14. Dragon football this evening is also brought to you by Feed Store Barbecue. We told you that you got a lot of great stuff going on at Feed Store heading into Christmas, and we got to get a little specific on this because there's a lot of things to choose from, and the way they'll deliver it to you, that's the key part, because the Christmas special is something you want to know about, and we'll tell you after this play. As stepping up, Washington going to throw deep down the left side, and the pass is a little bit underthrown there for Keenan Rayleigh. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. J. David Sparks was back in the coverage for the Haltom Buffaloes. Again, if you don't want to cook for Christmas, feed store can help you. Now, these are pre-orders only. You can get a hand-trimmed whole brisket. You can get a whole smoked turkey hen. You want something a little bigger? How about the whole smoked turkey tom? You can taste it, right? The whole smoked turkey breast, you can do that. That feeds 6 to 8 folks. How about a spiral-cut ham? I think that's what the Kellys are going to be having as the second down handoff, and it's going to go up the middle. Running play and a fumble from A.J. Reynolds, and let's see who came up with it. The Dragons have the recovery as Carroll will have it at the 36-yard line. As the first turnover of the game for the Haltom Buffaloes, it was Jim Cates, a senior defensive lineman, we believe, who came up with that football. And the Dragons will have it in Haltom territory.
One of the better runs of the night, kind of right up the middle. Finally got a hole up there to run through, but Dragon defenders scratching and clawing at the football, get it out, and able to hop on top of it and get the ball back for the offense.
So the Dragon offense comes back onto the field, the 36-yard line in Haltom territory, as Wesley Craddock, a senior, who's carried the ball 4 times for 8 yards this year, now in the backfield along with Caden Anderson. The Dragons letting a lot of people get some playoff experience here. The final home game of the year, we would suspect, at Dragon Stadium. Carroll will be on the road next week, and it appears Odessa Permian will be the team they'll face next week. We'll take a timeout as the Dragons break it to 8:35 to go in the fourth quarter. 49-14 Carroll. Park Place Dragon football continues after these messages.
Mustang Elite Car Wash in Grapevine is determined to help keep our customers safe. How? By getting your car back to you cleaned and sanitized. Mustang Elite knows that everyone is being extra safe these days, and that's why we are proactive in making sure your car comes back to you sparkling clean and sanitized as well. We use hospital-grade products and fog our waiting room nightly to make sure our customers stay safe. Mustang Elite Car Wash near Dragon Stadium on Highway 26, across from Sam's Club and Walmart. We're your car's best friend.
Hi, Jeff Cox here, president of Berkey's Plumbing, AC, and Electrical. The Carroll Dragons are proven winners. As a proud sponsor of the Dragons, we want to offer you a winning deal. Berkey's is now offering a lifetime warranty on select AC and heating systems, keeping your home running smooth year-round. Call us today at 877-BERKEYS or visit us at berkeys.com. Go Dragons, protect the tradition.
Berkey's, we're there when you need us.
49-14 Dragons back to play while we were in the break. Caden Anderson with a short carry around the right end gets about a yard before Johnny Smith-Reiner comes up and knocks it down. The Dragons after the turnover with the football at the Haltom 35-yard line. 8 minutes and now under in the fourth quarter. Carroll to move on against what appears to be Permian next week. If so, that game will be in West Texas on Friday. We'll have details on that coming up in just a bit. Shotgun snap to Anderson, hands off, running play. There goes Craddock up the middle, inside the 25 to the 20, and running hard down to the 17-yard line goes Wesley Craddock before Diego Sanchez on the stop. It's a gain of 17 yards and a Dragon first down.
Good play there by Wesley Craddock, high and tight with the football, gets to the right-hand edge, and great gain.
Well, hand it to him again as he gets inside the 10, down to the 5, and all the way down to the 3-yard line. An 18-yard burst for Wesley Craddock, and Bryson Hicks on the tackle.
Another good carry there to Wesley Craddock. This time goes to the left-hand side of the offensive line, and great job of those big boys up front, clearing the way, getting a hole for Craddock to run through. Picks up another good gain.
Well, I was noticing the Dragons on the sidelines during that carry. They were really whooping and hollering. I'm not sure if it was starting lineman for those offensive linemen blowing up in a big hole, or if it was for other guys celebrating Craddock's success as they're down to 3 and we get a timeout called by Haltom. Wesley Craddock, a senior in the ballgame. Interesting note, he's colorblind. Something something you wouldn't know if he didn't tell you. Something he shared with us. Had a brother who played here as well. Favorite class listed as forensics. A lot of those Dragons are like that. Good stuff. See Dragon football tonight. Brought to you by Southlake Dermatology. Remember, that's Dr. Angie Bowers and Dr. Catherine Tyner. Reminding you to check your skin. Make sure you don't have any blemishes or things that might cause concern. You don't want skin cancer to get a hold on your body. They can help you with a checkup at Southlake Dermatology. If you have a youth or anybody in your family that might need a checkup, Southlake Dermatology can help you with that. SouthlakeDermatology.com, located off 114 in the Methodist Professional Hospital building. 7 minutes to go, fourth quarter. First down and goal to go at the 3. Snap to Caden Anderson. He's going to hand it off to Wesley Craddock, and he will be hit for a loss of a yard back at the 4-yard line as the stop was made by Peter Wynn, the inside linebacker for the Haltom Buffaloes. Didn't even play in 19, did Wynn.
I was about to say, this is one of the best stories. Didn't play last season, decided just to be the team manager, fly the drone around, film practice, film the games. Went to Coach Tucker after the season and said, hey, Coach, I think I want to play football. And so Coach Tucker said, we'd love to have you. Put him in the offseason, earned his way on to a starting spot here at the inside linebacker position as Peter Wynn.
From a drone pilot to a linebacker.
It's a pretty cool story.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. Start a man in motion from left to right. That's Harrison Moore looking to put some blocking beef over on the right side as they'll give it to Craddock. And this time he gets knocked backwards for another loss of play back to the 7-yard line. It was Jesse McGee who came blitzing through. So after Craddock got it all the way down to the 3-yard line, they backed him up the last 2 carries. The Dragons looking at a third down and goal as the clock down on 5:53 and under now here in quarter number 4. Carroll on top, 49-14.
Just a zone to the outside. And Jesse McGee, the inside linebacker, and Peter Wynn, the other inside linebacker for the Buffaloes, able to corral Craddock and get him to the ground. Kind of had enough of the run game right up the middle, did the 2 linebackers.
Caden Anderson, second quarterback of the night for the Dragons since 3 receivers wide to the left, 1 short side right. On third down, goal to go from the 7, and we get a stoppage of play before the snap. And usually
delay
when that
of game
happens,
on the offense, number 12, 5-yard penalty, it's third down.
it's something like that. That'll cost them 5 more yards. So from the 3-yard line, they've been marked all the way back to the 12. And the Dragons will still have a third down coming here. Clock stopped at 5:24 to go. Carroll about to improve to 8-1 on the year. Haltom coming into the game at the 5 district victories on the season, a 5-4 mark. Looks like they're going to finish even 500 on the year. Here's the snap to Caden Anderson. Running play, comes around the right side, gets to the 5, dives, and it looks like he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line is where he's going to mark him out. It'll be 4th and goal. That stops the clock with 5:18 going the fourth quarter. Anderson on the straight keep. Tried to win the foot race to the pylon, but came up a little bit short.
Shows off his athletic ability. That time an option play. Defense goes to the back. Anderson fakes the pitch and decides to get upfield and gets outside the numbers around the 10-yard line. And as he's turning the edge, steps out right at the 3, but he jumps towards the pylon. If he didn't step out, that one would have been a touchdown.
We're going to put the freshman Harrison Moore back in to block over at a wing on the left side as the Dragons will put 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snap to the quarterback Anderson on 4th down. He tries to come right, and he is knocked down off his feet back at the 8-yard line, and it looks like Anderson is hurt as he's writhing in pain at that point. The Haltom defense stops the Dragons, and possibly bad news is they're going to have to go out and look at Caden Anderson.
Not good news again. Looks like another option play. Anderson keeps the football and goes down real awkward, puts the ball on the turf, and hopefully he's okay.
Well, let's take a timeout. 5:11 to go in the fourth quarter. Carroll 49 and Haltom 14. Dragon football driven by Park Place Dealerships continues in a moment.
This is Robert Hinkle, General Manager of Park Place Lexus Grapevine, inviting Dragon fans to come see our biggest stars.
With the latest Lexus SUVs like the sophisticated 2020 RX and the flagship LX. All the personal service with special privileges that make Park Place feel like your place.
A superior experience and SUVs that will be big with every Dragons fan.
Visit Park Place Lexus Grapevine, Highway 114 East and Texan Trail, or online at parkplace.com.
Get together before the game at Red Rock Canyon Grill. Located in the Kimball Oaks Center, Red Rock has a fantastic patio where you can enjoy warm skillet cornbread and the smell of roasting chicken in their wood-burning rotisserie. Be sure to check out their brunch menu, served Saturdays and Sundays from 11 to 3, and try favorite dishes like breakfast quesadillas, huevos rancheros, and chicken pot pie. Dine in or use online ordering for convenient contactless payment and curbside order pickup. Visit redrockcanyongrill.com.
Hi, this is Danny Allers from Allers Roofing and Construction. I went to Carroll, and the Allers family has been in Southlake for 4 decades. That's why Allers Roofing and Construction is proud to be a part of bringing you the Dragon games on the radio. We have been serving our Southlake neighbors with family values and trusted service. We treat every neighbor like family and every house like our own. You need to care for your roof, and a free roof inspection now can help save tons of money and costly repairs down the road. So call us at 214-214-ROOF, and you'll see Allers is the name you can trust.
Ladies, don't miss out on Texas Gun Experience's ladies-only events. From lipstick and lead to shoot and champagne, these popular experiences sell out quickly. If you're looking to sharpen your shooting skills or touch a gun for the very first time, our friendly and knowledgeable TGE training team has you covered. Visit TexasGunExperience.com to learn more about license to carry classes, events, and memberships. Texas Gun Experience on Main Street in Grapevine, DFW's premier go-to gun range.
Well, bad news for the Dragons. Backup quarterback Caden Anderson helped off to the sideline, and it looks like it's a right foot injury. And we'll see if Travis Smith in a few minutes can find out a little bit of the extent of that, but it didn't look particularly good as Haltom, holding on 4th down, takes the football, and on 1st and 10 from their own 7 gets a gain of 2 yards on the play. A.J. Riddles out to the 9. So now, Justin, kind of a tricky situation with the Dragons. Again, we don't have an initial report yet, but if your backup quarterback, Caden Anderson, is out, you were down to 1 quarterback and Hunter Holden. That makes things dicey moving forward as a handoff goes for 2 yards to A.J. Riddles as Aiden Peel was in on the tackle.
Definitely makes it dicey. You don't know when Quinn's going to come back, right? And Hunter Holden, he's what you got right now. He's the only one that you've seen that has varsity experience. So got to keep him upright, keep him healthy. And
we've seen it in the pros, with the Cowboys. Exactly, the Broncos. I mean, just what happens once you get down to a quarterback who's not accustomed to playing, it's just disaster.
Yeah, it's not a good situation to be in, that's
and
for sure.
You can't have that in the playoffs. Here's the snap to Jace Washington on 2nd and 6. Loads up, goes deep, looking for Villavicencio, and he is going to make the catch at the 50-yard line. What a catch by Hunter Villavicencio. 40 yards on the reception from Jace Washington. 1st down, Haltom Buffaloes.
Jace puts everything he's got into that one. Just another rainbow all the way up in the air and allows his talented receiver on the outside, Hunter Villavicencio, to run all the way underneath that one and makes a diving catch right on top of the Dragon logo.
So now Haltom with the football at the 49-yard line, 3:40 in the clock running. Dragons up 49-14. They'll be moving on to round 2 here in the playoffs as the snap goes to the quarterback at Washington, who hands it to A.J. Riddles. He'll try the right side, strung out, might have got a yard. Peel over on the stop for the Dragons. Stick around after the game. We'll have the Berkey's Plumbing, AC, and Electrical post-game show interviews from down on the field. We'll hear from head coach Riley Dodge and our players of the game. We will also have Ryan Medellin with a highlight show that you'll want to tune in for. Some scores and, of course, stats as well. Brought to you by Berkey's. 2nd down and 9. Under 3 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter from the 48-yard line. Here's the snap to Washington. A little fake. Now goes deep down the left side, and the pass is going to be intercepted at the Dragons 17-yard line. Parker Schneiders, the senior, comes up with it. He got in front of Villavicencio and hauled it in, hugged it like a mama bear to her cub. They're at the 17-yard line, and the Dragons take over.
Great play by Schneiders. Inside leverage on the receiver that time. He's got every right to go up and get the football. Doesn't allow Villavicencio to come over top with his height advantage. Schneiders all the way up, gets the ball in his hands, and secures the catch as he falls down to the ground.
Well, the Dragons should be able to run out the clock here now as Carroll, it looks like, is going to go to its 3rd-team quarterback, Caden Jackson, who is a freshman who is going to come into the game. And folks at home who can't see, I'm going to give you $1 million if you can guess what number he's wearing. Time's up. It's number 81, the Carroll quarterback, as they're going to hand it off on 1st down to Wesley Craddock, and they'll be stopped for a yard as we've got an all-star orthopedics injury update. Let's go to the sidelines with Travis.
Well, as feared, guys, it is another knee injury that is going to put another Dragon out for the season, unfortunately for Caden Anderson, as almost every one of the teammates came over and gave him a hug. It's just a sad situation. He was looking so good as a sophomore, and now he's done for the year.
Oh, boy. 2nd down and 9. The Dragons from the 18-yard line. Well, it's going to put all kinds of twists and turns in the future plans for the Dragons, who want to work for 5 more weeks. But right now, a whole lot of the load just went on Hunter Holden's back. Here's a shotgun snap that pops out of the hands of the quarterback, Jackson. He pulls it down neatly, but is knocked down for a loss on the play back to the 13-yard line. Loss of 5 on the play. We were telling you about Feed Store earlier. Remember, they've got 3 ways to order for your Christmas meal. You can order your meats in a limited size menu online, prepay, and then drive-through to pick it up on Christmas Eve. That's a heck of a deal. You can call to order a full dinner menu and pick it up curbside, or you can bring the family and dine in with the Feed Store folks on Christmas Eve. They're open from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Again, their normal hours shortened up by an hour due to the COVID restrictions, but they've got all these ways to get your Christmas meal ready for your family, and all those things that are cooking, from the brisket, the turkey, the ham, and more. Your Christmas cooking go with Feed Store Barbecue in Southlake. FeedStoreBBQ.com. Wesley Craddock with a gain of a yard. That'll bring up 4th down as we've got 1 minute, 10 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Stop was made by Diego Sanchez.
Outside linebacker for the Buffaloes comes off the right-hand edge and knows the Dragons are running the football, able to get Craddock down on the ground.
My opinion, Justin, and correct me if I'm wrong, I mean, this Haltom team, coming into this game, they were overmatched, no doubt about it, but they have acquitted themselves very well. They've got a lot of spunk.
They got a lot of heart. They're playing hard and not letting up, even when the scoreboard's kind of out of reach here and only 40 seconds left or so in the game, but not quitting, still giving best effort, and that speaks a lot about what the coaches, Coach Tucker and his staff, have done at the Haltom program.
Dragons ran the clock down to 0 and then called a timeout. Give us a chance to tell you that Carroll football tonight brought to you by Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery, delivering a better level and higher continuity of care when it comes to surgical services. Your dentist probably knows NTFOS, because for wisdom teeth, things like that you need facial and oral surgery specialists, NTFOS delivers exceptional care to many folks in the Southlake area. They've got a location in Grapevine and several throughout the Metroplex who are voted best oral surgeon by Living Magazine readers the last 3 years. So you can check them out online at ntfos.com. Well, Tyler White will come on to kick the ball away with 40 seconds left. He'll punt from his goal line. Gets a good snap, puts the left foot into it, and will boom this one out across the 50, now to the 40-yard line on the roll in Haltom territory, to go all the way down to the 37, and a 49-yard punt there for Tyler White. And Haltom will have the football, possibly for one more snap. We've got 29 seconds to go in quarter number 4. Carroll on top, 49-14. One more good friend to thank tonight, and that is Donnie Anderson, Family Construction. If you been thinking about updating your home, Donnie Anderson Family Construction, certainly the place to call. They can help you with some open spaces. They've got innovative, creative, energy-efficient spaces inside your house, open floor plans, modern designs, the Lexus Smart Home compatible, all that from Donnie Anderson Family Construction. Talked to Danny yesterday, Donnie yesterday at practice, as it's a gain of 7 to A.J. Reynolds on what could be the final play of the game. And you can find out more about them at AndersonHomesDallas.com. It's the clock down to 10 seconds to go. Haltom, the line of scrimmage. They're going to run one more play. Nope, look like they're going to let the clock run out, and that'll do it. As the Carroll Dragons win the first-round playoff game by district action here at Dragon Stadium in Southlake. Final score, Carroll 49, Haltom 14. Stick around. The Berkey's Plumbing, AC, and Electrical postgame show is coming next with interviews from down on the field, highlights, scores, and more. Dragon football, driven by Park Place Jaguar Land Rover and Park Place Lexus, continues after these messages.
Right now, if illness or injury strikes someone,